Saturday Night Virus begins now.
This is as disorganized as it comes.
And now, Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. No reading, no research, just strong opinions.
Hey, what's going on? Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa. Another episode of Uninformed. I feel that was creepy. Yeah, was.
I don't know. I just felt like doing it.
Well, all right. Well, yeah, Joe. The angry "I need some pussy" faces you were making on the way over here were really freaking me out.
Tough, dude. I'm really lonely.
So if you're tuning in for the first time, my name's Bill, and this is Joe over here, and we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but we try to learn things on this show. We're morons, and today we're going to be talking about anger issues.
Yeah, and communication skills, which I'd say are lacking in.
I think we're doing all right lately.
We've been getting along pretty well lately. We haven't been fighting that much.
This is going to be an awful show then, Joe. God knows it's all based on, us screaming at each other.
Maybe that's what this show was all about, was that we come together, and then it brings us closer, and then it ends.
And then it ends. So maybe this is the final episode, Joe. All the many hundreds of dollars we've made doing this show, Joe, that's it. I had my eye on a cabana.
I did. I spent all my money that I earned on an iPhone, and it's all gone now. That's it. All the money I made went to one iPhone.
What's been going on with you, Joe?
Well, I broke up. I mean, I think we talked about that a little bit last time, but that's why I was making angry "I need pussy" faces. Because I broke up with my girlfriend, and it's been hard. Last 2 episodes ago, I mean, we were on the air. Remember
2 episodes ago, Joe, you were in love, and it was disgusting. Yeah. No, we actually had her in here.
Mm-hmm. Remember we did the say goodbye on the air?
Joe, I gotta admit, I was looking at that relationship. You know, when you break up with somebody and then your friends are like, "Man, I knew you guys weren't right for each other." Your relationship, I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't get a read on it.
Yeah, neither could I.
I couldn't. Danny, you remember her?
Yeah,
I absolutely do. You guys had that terrible, like, lovey-dovey fucking...
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Last time we did the show here, you had that absolutely disgusting display of emotion, and you got down on your knee or something. Didn't something weird happen?
We said goodbye. I don't remember.
It took forever to say goodbye, and like you guys were like, "Oh, okay, Pookums,
I'll call you later."
Yeah,
it all fell apart.
Yeah, it all blew up right in my face.
Now, don't you feel stupid?
I got what I deserved. I was asking for it. God damn it.
You know what's actually been going on was, like, he kept calling me, Dan, and I kept, when he was going through the breakup, and when you just want to help your friend and just say, what's it like? Well, this is what I do when I break up with a girl. The first thing I do is I just stay away from her because hell hath no fury. And Joe just kept walking in to straight rights with his hands down by his side. No, she just wants to talk, right? And then, like, 20 minutes later, he'd be calling me back. That fucking cunt! Just screaming his brains out. And there was no reasoning with him. I'm like, Joe, just stay away from her.
Yeah, we were talking about it the other night, Danny, and I equated it to... Bill goes, you just fucking, she's setting you up, and you just put your face right into it, like you just said, straight rights, whatever. And I equated it to this fight I saw in grade school, the worst beating I ever saw a guy take. This kid, Greg, was a real douchebag in my grade school. These kids came to the playground one day to beat him up. And he was all tough, so, he's doing all bravado. And they go, "Yeah, go ahead, Murdoch. If you're so bad, make a move." And this kid, Greg, leans his face right in between the two kids and goes, "Go ahead. X marks the spot." And he drew an X on his chin. And literally, from the second the fucking sentence ended, he was just beaten mercilessly. Like, I don't think he got one shot in, but that's exactly what happened.
Joe, I gotta admit, dude, it was tough to watch. It was tough to watch you just lose. I'm telling you, Joe, when I break up with a girl, okay, I cry in the fetal position for two days. I get it out of me, Yeah. Then I rub one out. I start to put the pieces back to bed. I drink a little bit, but I'm telling you, dude, every time you try to talk to them, they get your emotions going a little bit, and then they do that little stick it in you, Joe.
Yeah. I engage. That's the thing do not engage.
So where you at with it right now?
We don't really speak. I think we're on good terms.
Well, what happened, dude?
But
The last show, man. You guys look. I was like, man, she's gonna be pregnant next time I come here.
Yeah, I was this close to
not wearing a condom.
No, asking her if maybe she wanted to move in together. I was like, really thought it was going in that direction.
Thank God you didn't.
I know, it would have been terrible. It would have been terrible.
Yeah.
But
then you got to break up, and then they're still there. Danny, you went through that shit, right?
Yeah, I went through that for quite a long time. It was because I wasn't about to kick my ex to the curb or anything, So I was a nice guy about the whole situation, but she was living with me for.
Then what? You had to sleep on the couch and she was in the bed?
No, luckily, I have a 2-bedroom, so I just kind of shoved her into the second bedroom, like on a futon.
Did you ever fuck another girl while she was still living there with you?
That's a yes.
I'm trying to think. We were broken up at the time, so if she went, she worked a weird schedule, so that probably happened.
You'd sneak her in like it was Children of Men.
Oh, you gotta do what you gotta. We weren't fucking at the time, and it's still my house. I was paying the majority of the.
When she moved her stuff into the other room, did you help her do it in this unbelievably awkward silence?
No, one day I just came home from work, and she had already set everything up in there. In the other room. What was I going to do? I wasn't going to kick her out or anything.
Dude, I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I don't know how to finesse that situation.
It was tough, man. It was really weird. It was really, really weird.
How long did she live with you during that time? Dude, it's like going through a divorce.
It's tough, man. We were together for a long time, too. So, we were together. How long? 11 years we were together.
11 years?
Yeah.
How many?
Are you kidding me?
How long into it before you wanted to get out?
It was a long time, believe it or not.
Dude, you're like 22. When did you meet him?
No, we met in high school. And we just started dating. We never fought. We never had any kind of bad blood, I guess. There was never any fighting.
That's a bad thing.
There was never fighting.
I had a relationship like that. We never fought until we just broke up one day.
Well, what happened was, things went on, and, her career kind of wasn't going anywhere, and I was kind of getting annoyed because, I just didn't feel like things were kind of equal. And, there's some little things that would happen. It was really minor, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, but it was like this slow build that would just go on every day after day after day after day. Then finally...
Slow build, dude. It was 11 years, man. What are you doing in,
Jesus
year
Christ.
9? She's not pressuring you for the ring yet?
Well, she kind of was a little bit, but we both, she kind of knew where...
Hey, you remember Nirvana? Yeah, that's when we first started going out.
Jesus Christ!
Dude. It was more on the first Korn album, but
that makes me never want to get into a relationship because it's like you say to yourself, if it can fall apart after 11 years, anything's possible. It's
dude. I'll tell you what kills me. I love my girl and everything, but the other day when I found out Anthony was out of his relationship, on some level, I was jealous. I just think as a guy, you just want to.
Of course,
you just want to be. There's something about it, man. It's just overwhelming. If I just go day to day like this, I get this great person in my life, we're hanging out and all that. But if you start just looking down the road, what depresses me is 3-4 months from now, we'll be like, yeah, so in the summertime, you want to go there? And I'm just thinking fuck.
Well, what it is? You get so complacent with how everything is, and then you start to wonder, you wake up and, she made coffee and there's breakfast and you're watching TV and, it's 4 o'clock and you're watching your 3rd hour of a How It's Made marathon and you're like, is this the rest of my life?
Yeah, it sucks.
When is it going to get better than this? Is this the happiest I'm going to be with this person? And it started to freak me out anyway, so I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore.
But I'm telling you.
So you grew your hair out and got a beret. Dude, I respect that.
But it was one of those things where I had to do something about it. I couldn't live with myself if I didn't.
Dude, let me tell you something. All married people are fucking miserable on some level. But even the ones who say they're happy, that's because they got something going on the side.
But now I got
hold on.
Either they're fucking somebody or they're painting a canvas with their toes, something freaky. Some weird new habit.
Look, it's immediate experience because I'm going through it right now. I felt the jealousy of the single men, and I felt the urge to be back out in the field and everything. But then I'll tell you, dude, I've been single for 2 months now, and I'm not enjoying it at all. I think relationship is way better.
You pussy.
No, it's not. You forget.
I don't want to hear that joke. Come on, man.
About all the dumb shit. You forget about all the dumb shit. You start talking to girls because you think they're hot, and the worst thing ever is when you get 2 minutes into the first conversation with a chick you meet at a bar, and you have that realization where you go, oh, this is why I dated my girlfriend for as long as I did, because of women like this that just suck. Yeah,
but this is the thing, though. Then you'll get in a relationship, then you're in the relationship, and then you'll be looking and going, that's why I was single. Going over there talking shit, making up stuff, saying you're a pilot or something, you know?
I never did that. I'm not good at doing the lie thing.
No, you know, you do it when your other friend can hear. We used to play this game. We used to call them. You would come over as a guy. Someone was hitting on a girl. You come in and you just throw in some total non sequitur, and the guy had to roll with it.
Did you ever get laid lying? Like, were you to really ride the lie out to the next morning?
No, I never, dude, I never told a girl I was a pilot. I was just going for a joke there, but like,
well, maybe not a pilot,
no,
but, you know, something else.
I know, I was more dishonest with my emotions. Like, they'd say something that wasn't funny, and then I'd laugh. You know, when you're younger and you don't know how to, you don't know how to
just be honest.
Yeah. So what you do is like whatever you just think, I'll just keep agreeing with her, and that's going to make her excited.
I hooked up with this girl a couple weeks ago, and it was the most empowering thing ever, because she was so annoying, and she kept talking and saying dumb things all night, and it was annoying me and it was annoying my friends.
She's a woman.
Yeah, and then finally, at one point, I looked at her and I go, "Stop talking. You need to stop talking right now. Just stop." And I was just being like not mean doing it, but just doing the whole like,
you're taking charge, Joe.
Here we go again. She's got something to say, everybody. And she went home and blew my prick over there.
Really?
It was great. I was never that honest before, and it worked. And she liked it.
All right, no one's disagreeing with you, Joe.
No, don't tell me she fucking liked it. No, real quick, can I interject this? As I'm screaming into the mic, I'm very proud to say,
you stop pointing at me like fucking Lewis Black.
This is 2 episodes, no freaking out. I'm not gonna have my.
Oh, you're not gonna let your emotions. Oh yeah, your meltdowns.
I just wanted to say that. Yeah.
It hasn't been 2 full episodes.
This is the second one.
So you've only gone 1.
Every day's a new day.
Okay, but you ended the last time he was here. He ended an episode pouting. Remember that?
Yeah, I think that was the push-up episode.
It was,
right?
I walked out of the studio. I didn't even say goodbye to anybody. So, Danny, I know I left you a voicemail.
Which I saved because I'm not stupid.
Oh, you saved it?
I absolutely.
Oh, we got to play it on the show.
That's great. You know what's so funny? You didn't call me back, and I called Bill, and I'm like, I think Danny doesn't like me anymore. He didn't call me back.
No,
shut the fuck up.
It was fine.
I was my usual supportive self. Shut the fuck up, Joe.
Dude, like,
stop being a fucking Mary.
I have voicemails that I have saved on my Verizon voicemail thing for a solid year, if not longer, just because I'm like, I know I'm going to use this eventually. And, and when I checked that voicemail from Joe, I was like, this will come up at some point in the future.
Oh, yeah.
So,
all right, good.
So every 21 days, I've been hitting 9. Would you like to save this message? Yes.
Well, you just hear the first few words. Hey, Danny, it's me,
Hey, it's
Joe.
DeRosa. Boop. This message will be saved for.
Joe, you know, this episode we're talking about we're going to be dealing with like anger issues, and you seem like you're we're actually going to have an anger therapist come in and try, because me and Joe we're famous for going off, you know.
Oh, me too. I have a terrible reputation around the O&A show.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that blows up. I'm the guy that
and
loses my mind.
the worst thing about having a temper is even when you're right, you become wrong because it stops being about the issue. It starts being like, Jesus Christ, did you see Danny?
And like,
well, the guy didn't do this, and this. Yeah, but that's no reason to call somebody a cunt.
And as right as you can be, and you could be making the most valid point in the world, and you know whoever your opposers are, they'll be like, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is why we can't talk to you.
I wish you could see yourself right now, Danny. When they start doing that, which just makes you madder.
The worst is when somebody goes, I am not going to talk to you if you're going to talk to me with that tone. And they're doing, and you're going, but you're being a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
I'm not, this conversation is done.
This thing, Joe, this shouting, this name calling, look, that's not how adults speak to one another.
This is exactly what we're talking about.
Dude, and if they just knew the Tarantino murderous fantasies that go through my head. Dude, I took the train up today from, I was doing helium down in Philadelphia.
Oh, I took the train?
And yeah, I love the train. The train is so much, dude. The train is so much better. Let me just get to the point before you trash me for being like Boxcar Willie. Yeah, I had a little stick with a handkerchief and a sandwich in the back. No, I was driving up, you know, Well, it took like the 7:30 train so I could come up here and do this damn show. And I get on the train. All I want to do is fall asleep. And what happens? These two fucking women just start yammering along. Because, you know, this really seems like we hate women, but, you know.
I know.
It's really just gone. I wish it was two guys who were doing it, but it wasn't. You know, they just sit next to each other. They just have to start fucking talking.
Yeah.
And it was as loud as like some obnoxious guy on a cell phone. And I was just sitting there. And I've read enough about anger. Anger's like when you don't feel you have control of the situation, which I didn't. Because if I yell, but you two fucking assholes, shut the fuck up.
Right.
You ever think that it's 7:30 in the morning, somebody wants to fucking sleep? Do you notice you're the only two people blabbering away on this fucking train car?
No, they don't give a shit.
Exactly. But if I yelled that up, even though I'm right, and half the people there were thinking that shit, they'd be like, geez, well, you know, you don't start yelling fuck on a train, then they throw me off in the middle of Jersey.
Dude, I freaked out at Boston Market the other night. Am I allowed to say that on the air? Can I say that?
Yeah.
I freaked out at Boston Market.
You're not saying you got salmonella there.
No. I got raped at Boston Market.
Yeah. And the manager cheered it on.
Yeah. No. So I freaked out. I went into the Boston Market in Chelsea, and I go every time.
Jeez, Joe.
I like the cream spinach.
No, I had to go for the cheap joke.
Every time I go in there, it's the same thing. They're out of shit, you know? So they're out of I literally do go for I love the cream spinach. It's awesome, right? So I go in, every time I go in, they're out of,
okay.
dude, it's so good. Every time I go in, they're out of the cream spinach, and they're out of
that
dark
styrofoam
meat.
tin.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's good.
Okay.
They're out of dark meat and cream spinach, right? So I go in, and I go, and the lady, there's a huge line, and with like four of the comics, and there's this big line, and the people in front of us are ordering, and I hear the guy go, sorry, we're out of dark meat. And I turn to my friends and I go, if this fucking kid tells me they're out of cream spinach, I'm going to go through the goddamn roof, right? So the guy orders something
10,
else.
9, 8.
The guy orders something else, and I hear the kid go, we're out of this. And I go, hey, man, why is there no cream spinach in that thing? Why don't I see any? And he goes, like, I'm in the middle of the line, you know? And he's like...
You didn't even order it first.
Yeah, he's like looking at me like it's not even your turn. He's like, we're all out, man. And I was like, yeah, what else are you out of? Dark meat? And he goes, yeah. And I go, you realize it's Boston Market, right? You're supposed to have chicken. Why are you out of stuff? Go in the back and cook some more right now. And he goes, we about to close, man. And I go, no, you're not about to. It's 9:15. You don't close till 10 o'clock. You guys don't want to do your goddamn jobs, and you want to get out of here right at 10 o'clock. That's not how it works. There's 45 minutes. There's people here in line. People are hungry. Go in the back and make more cream spinach. There's enough people in line. We'll eat it. We'll eat everything you make. Right? And dude, everybody in line started, like, it was really quiet, and I was like, oh, here we go. Like, I'm going to be the psycho. But then everybody in line started being like, yeah, go make. I want some cream spinach.
Jesus Christ, you got him going. All right.
Yeah, and they went in and they made fucking cream spinach.
Did you? Well, were you cursing at all?
I think I said like goddamn. I don't think I said fuck or anything.
I think that was the key. If you don't curse,
yeah.
I wish that kid just took a fry-later and just fucking dropped it right over your head. I never yell at those people. I never yell at those people though. The kid working the register. Well, don't start yelling at me like I work there, Joe.
To be fair, I mean, that kid, he doesn't give a fuck. He does not give a shit. For what they're paying him, he doesn't give a fuck if there's cream spinach on it. He doesn't even care if they have fucking white meat chicken.
You got to yell at the manager.
Well, you know, my point is...
That's how adults do it, Joe. They don't start yelling at some teenager like some bully.
No, you scare the teenager, and then he goes and does it. What's the manager
What do you think they did to that cream of spinach?
Oh, God.
Boogers.
The amount of load that was in that spinach.
Eye crust.
Yeah.
It was just being sprinkled.
God only knows, man. God only knows.
I didn't freak out, but I was at a Taco Bell like last week, and I ordered like some soft taco supremes or whatever, and the lady behind the counter, she's like, well, we're out of tomatoes. And I was like, well, okay, whatever, no big deal. And I sat down and I was eating my stupid tacos, and as everybody is ordering their shit, she keeps saying, I'm sorry, but we're out of tomatoes. And this wouldn't have been a problem, but there's a supermarket probably 35 feet down the block. It's like, well, fucking take $4 out of the register, buy 12 tomatoes.
Dude, it's not a mom and pop. A mom and pop store would do that. Back in the day, they'd do that. They'd probably be growing tomatoes in the back of the fucking store.
It was just mind-boggling. Like, I was there for a half hour, and everybody that ordered something that needed a tomato, she's like, I'm sorry, we're out of tomatoes. And it's just like, just go get a tomato.
Dude, I've worked in delis and shit where the Coke fountain broke, you know, the fountain soda. would break so that you couldn't give people, and they'd be like, here's $100, go to the supermarket, buy as many 2 liters as you can, come back, and then we have soda. It's like,
now these are old person stories. You know, when I was a kid and I worked at a fast food place, you ran out of Coke, you went down the street and you bought a couple. It was none of this, we're out of tomatoes. You went out and you grew some.
It was just, it was like infuriating. And this is why I don't talk to managers, because managers go, and this happened to me with T-Mobile. I pulled out of T-Mobile the other day. I've been with T-Mobile for 5 years, and I canceled my contract, everything the other day. And they're like, well, you're going to have to, I get so mad at them because they kept doing this thing. They kept going. Long story short, they sold me a service, right? I renewed my contract for another 2 years because my contract was up for another 2 years based on this service on my phone. The service didn't work at all. So now I'm sitting in my apartment a month later. I'm going, the service sucks. This is the only reason I renewed with T-Mobile. God damn it. I got rid of my house phone. I got rid of all my stuff because they promised me that this would be some flawless unlimited service, and it doesn't work. So I called T-Mobile. I explained to them, and they're doing this thing. They're going, wow, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, the connection's really bad. I can really not even hear you now, but we understand how upset you are and how bad this is. But you can hear them building up to the fucking butt. You know what I mean? It's like when you ask a chick out.
Dude, I've been doing a bit.
You're sweet. I think you're so fun and you're so cute. But I just think, and I'm like, God damn it, man. And I go, the conversation ended, I go, you know what? You people fuck your customers out of your money, and you have no problem doing it. You have no problem selling services and products.
Did you say you fucked them?
Yeah. I go,
they didn't hang up?
No. I go, you have no problem selling services and products that are faulty to people that have been with you for 5 years. I'm done. I'm out. And they go, well, you're going to have to pay the $200. I go, I'm not paying it. I'm just not paying it. And they go, sir, we need to warn you that this could be a scar in your credit report. I was like, yeah, will it be? $200 for T-Mobile. You think I'm nervous?
It will be.
It will be, dude.
I know Bally's tracked him down.
That happened to me with Bally's.
I know I'm going to have to pay
this collection agency called me up, and they go like, they what did they do? They called me up and they were like, yeah, hi, this is so-and-so from the something collection agency. Just letting you know that we bought your debt from Bally's Total Fitness. I go, you did what? They go, we just bought your debt from Bally's Total Fitness. And I go, well, I don't know what the hell you did that for, right? Because I go, well, I didn't pay them. What the hell makes you think I'm going to pay you? I don't even know you. So we get into this whole thing, and she tried to scare the shit out of me that it was going to destroy my credit, but it did come up when I went to buy an apartment.
Yeah, I had that. I had that. Apartment, right?
Yeah, I did. But you know what else? Well, yeah, but I had actually, I had money. It was one of those times when nobody had money or some shit. But something I found out, my credit, that's the only thing I've ever had a blemish on my credit was the Bally's Total Fitness. But I pay my credit cards off every month because I don't want to pay the interest. That actually goes against your credit.
Yeah, well, because what the credit card reporting agency, they want to see that you could leave a balance because they want to be able to make money off of you. So if
I'm considered an inactive member of society. That's how they word it.
Even because you paid in full every month?
Yeah.
Right, because they don't make any money off him, so he's useless.
They want to make the VIG. Dude,
scumbags.
It's total scumbags. Dude, all this fucking Illuminati shit, it all comes down to the bankers. Everybody's looking at the oil companies. They're tier 2. They're like, according to Jim, next to Friends. Friends is... Sorry, man, I needed an example. But, dude, I'm telling you, I think they're going to crash this economy. I think they're going to crash it. That's why I'm actually... The money I made selling... my awful T-shirts this weekend down in Philly, I'm going to go buy gold coins. I'm going to get a satchel. I'm going to get a fucking donkey.
You're going to buy gold, like actual gold coins?
Yeah, because I'm sitting here feeling like I'm okay because I'm in the market and I'm invested in gold. But I don't have it. I don't have it.
You're 2 years away from being the guy that's got the bunker under his house.
No, man. I want the I'm going to have the survival suit. Yeah, and you'll be calling me, Joe.
Will I be?
I know.
But Joe, seriously, man, if you don't take care of that T-Mobile thing, it's going to bite you in the ass. I'm telling you, man.
It's not fair. They fucked me, and I'm like, I'm pissed off.
No, that's not the way you go about it.
But that's not how it works. It just doesn't work like that.
You got to take them to small claims court. You have to do that.
I had the same.
They're going to say what they said to me on the phone. The buyer's remorse law says 14 days. My whole point was this, guys. Ethically, I know you can waive this. I know that you have the ability to waive this. I'm 6 days past the cancellation thing that I didn't know about because they purposely don't tell you your grace period when they sell you the shit. They don't let you know.
So just take them to court.
What do you
legally?
They're
yeah, but whatever. Just have them have to have somebody down there.
What's it going to cost you? Nothing. You represent yourself. You go down there. You try out a couple new bits.
Your Honor, I always wanted to be that guy. Your Honor, I will be representing myself.
Yeah, just be that
the eccentric, ridiculous guy.
I think every person at some point in their life should represent themselves during a trial.
Yeah, well, why not?
Not during a murder one, but during T-Mobile, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, what's the worst? All they'll do is demand that I pay.
Mr. DeRosa, you have waived your right for counsel. Is that true? Yes, I have.
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Dude, then you just get one of them. You get one of them up on the stand from T-Mobile, and you get to call him a cunt in front of the whole room. And even if you lose, which I think you're gonna at that point, not only would you get to call them a cunt, you'd get to watch the judge slamming that hammer down. Order!
I will hold you in contempt.
That'd be great.
That's funny, man. Let's do it.
We'll film it. We'll actually add something to our website.
Let's do it. Let's go down there and who do you think T-Mobile would send though? T-Mobile's going to send the
some guy
equivalent of the cream
who's from
spinach
India,
kid.
pretending his name is Steve.
They're going to send the cream spinach kid. They're going to send some dipshit making $6 an hour.
Good, then you'll destroy him. It'd be like some open micer down there.
Your job is to go get yelled at. Go ahead. Go down to small claims court. Deal with this psychopath. All right, I'll do it.
You're not going to do it.
I'll do it.
You know what you're going to do, Joe? You're going to do what everybody else in America's doing right now. You know, you're
going to bend over.
Yeah, you kick up a big dust storm. Dude, I do it too. I do the same thing.
I'm going to get right on the phone at the beginning of June and go, well, how much was that cancellation?
You know what?
$200.
Whatever.
I'm going to send it to you guys.
Yeah. Whatever. Just put it behind me. I'll be happy. And you know what, Joe? It's just going to add to the pile of shit that you're pushing down, and someday it's going to make you snapping at Denny's.
It's adding to the pile of shit that's going to make me eventually be up on that building we were looking at with a rifle.
Dude, they're beyond assholes. I had problems with my cable since I've had it put in LA. All right, I've had like fucking 2 technicians come out. This guy finally comes out 6 months later, and he like last week, and he basically says that the line from the street was installed improperly. He had to rip the whole fucking thing up.
Yeah.
I have it in writing. Okay, I still had to call back to try to get my discount. And they're like, "Well, we're not gonna give you a discount for 6 months." I'm like, what are you talking about? And I try to get the guy's name. He goes, Michael. I go, what's your last name? He goes, I can't give you my last name.
Yeah, of course.
I'm like, why not? He goes, for security purposes.
Yeah, like he's in the Secret Service.
Yeah, like 9/11. It's like, dude, you're a cable company. And he goes, well, actually, we've had drive-bys, which I thought was hilarious. I go, doesn't that show you what kind of level of fucking assholes you are? Dude, drug dealers get drive-bys.
Dude, they're scumbags. That happened to me at the airport. Did I tell you what happened to me in Air Canada?
This is just becoming a bitch fest this whole first hour.
Good.
Then I went to drive like cheese and crackers.
I flew back on Air Canada when I was in Edmonton. So I get a midnight flight.
When the hell were you working up there?
At the comic strip in Edmonton. You never did that club?
In Edmonton?
Yeah, Edmonton, Alberta.
Oh, yeah, I did a run through the fucking Yukon territories. I figured I'd do Edmonton after that.
You get off the plane, you get on a sled, 10 dogs.
What does it look? Doesn't it just all look like New Hampshire?
It looks like Jersey.
That's so disappointing.
Looks like Jersey.
I hate that, man.
That's what I always say in every city I go. I thought I was going to see this. I go, it looks like fucking New Jersey.
Dude, when I went to Amsterdam, the first thing I got off, I saw it was like a Dunkin' Donuts and like, Heineken. They're over there. Like 10 different. I wanted to see people in like wooden shoes and like windmills.
Dude, hold on.
It's just a bunch of guys with tight jeans on.
That's when I was in Alaska. Bicycles. I thought I was like, Alaska. Wow, it's going to be all snow and tundra.
Yeah, canoes
penguins.
made out of beaver.
Yeah.
People with beards.
Yeah. I thought I was going to see one of those guys with the big backpacks with all the animal skins on it and all that
Sad
shit.
Eskimos with whale blubber on their cheeks.
Dude, I got up there. It looked like Camden. Oh, it stunk. Oh,
it's beyond it. Yeah, and it's the same fucking TGI Fridays.
They didn't even have
Except it's just dark out at 1 p.m. That lets you know you're in Alaska.
They didn't have that. They didn't even. That was they had none of the amenities that you would expect to be like living in Alaska, but it didn't look like Alaska. Like if you can't get to anything cool and there's snow and igloos and shit, you'd be like, wow, this is really.
Yeah.
But when it just looks like like a Delaware and you can't get to anything cool, that's like awful, dude.
Where'd you play? Chilkoot Charlie's?
Yeah. I was like, do you guys got a record store around here? Well, we got a bookstore. They sell some UCD. You're like, oh, for Christ's sake.
What's in the bookstore? How to start your own mine? How to continue hiding from the law and your ex-wife?
Yeah. How to, different types of I got nothing. All right, listen.
All right, why don't we take a break, Joe?
I was going to tell you the Air Canada story, though.
Huh? Well, why don't we do as a teaser? We'll go to our first break. When we come back on Uninformed, Joe DeRosa is going to tell his Air Canada story.
Yep.
It's Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
You say you've got some very excellent news. You say I'm going to die when you tell me. And in my way I will. But though your words will kill, I know you'll think that I don't seem to care.
Joe, what the fuck is this? Hang on a second. You listen to Uninformed, Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa.
Listen to this part.
It's upside down, my friend.
You like this?
Yeah. I know you hate it. Oh, I know you hate it.
It's just shutting my brain off.
Listen how it's just so tender. I know you hate it.
It's not tender. It's just it's hitting that sweet spot where my brain just stops vibrating and I can't think anymore.
This is They Might Be Giants. They're one of my favorite bands.
Actually, I don't kind of. There's a way. Okay, just please, for the love of God, bring it down. There's something about that it really didn't annoy me. I know you really wanted me to be annoyed.
I did. I wanted you to hate it.
No, it just hit that point of like, you know what? That's one of those songs, dude. If we were driving cross country and every morning you put that tape in and played that song, I would kill you by West Virginia.
By Thursday.
To be fair, though, I think as far as They Might Be Giants goes, that's a pretty tame. They Might Be Giants. Like, that's not bad. That's nowhere near annoying as some of the other songs I've heard from them.
It's just so, like, it's the sentiment of it that I thought was going to bother him. It's just so sweet and like...
Dude, I never listened to lyrics. I have no idea what that song was about. I always listen to the instruments.
It's about how his frown is upside down. And he's smiling.
Oh, good. I'm glad he's happy. No, this is good. We're talking about anger. Shut your mouth, Joe. We're talking about anger. Can I try to have some sort of semblance of a show here? Let me try to bookend here. We're talking about anger today on Uninformed and how to deal with it. And so far, all we've been doing is just bitching, talking about flipping out.
Yeah, but this is the anger.
Dude, I wanted to beat up a 4-year-old on a plane. Okay, let's get to your fucking story.
Hold on,
because we have an anger expert. Joe,
I think Danny had an idea for a song that was going to piss you off. That's what I'm trying to say to tie in with the theme of the show here. Do you got one, Danny? Dude,
I'm already a fucking pissed off guy. You don't need to have these romper room tunes to bring it out of me.
Pull another one up.
It's another They Might Be Giants. This is one that I recall being kind of annoying.
Play it.
I don't know. Maybe you guys might not. You guys might not think it's.
Look,
I love them.
Don't alligator arm it. You know.
I like this one.
I'm thinking Nancy Sinatra. Little go-go boots.
Just listen to the lyrics. I think the lyrics will annoy you.
A little palm muted beginning. Okay. All right. I think I'm watching like it's an instructional thing on an ant farm or something. Showing the insects going back around. Okay.
All right, here we go.
You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're even older, and now you're even older. You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older.
This is one of those songs like I think I could write this.
Older still.
Okay, shut it off.
Time is marching on.
Wow.
And time
Are they mocking music?
Well,
is still marching on.
All right, they're trying to be stupid. Okay, that's all right. Go ahead.
But for some reason, I always felt that the clever. I love that band. I really do. They're one of my favorite bands. I always felt that the cleverness of it would really piss you off.
No, because that was so stupid. Like I figured it out that he's being an idiot on purpose.
All right,
Joe. I've always said you're an alternative comic. I've always said that.
I like you, Bill.
What is it?
I don't know. It just sounded like something funny to say.
No, that just sounded like something that I could write. Like this morning when you were watching Batman, the theme to the old Batman show.
Yeah.
Batman.
Dude, I'm really into
I could write that.
I'm really into that show right now, man. I really like the way it's directed. It's very
just
cool.
Like you like Burt Ward sucking his stomach in to those underoos.
Adam West. Burt Ward's the young one.
Oh,
he
whatever.
was in shape.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like how he parted his hair, Joe? The worst fucking disguise ever.
We're really doing hacky radio
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
What was
come
that
on.
with his thing? Well, you brought it. Oh, I brought it up. That's right.
That's not Superman. He put on glasses.
I was.
Oh, you hack.
Joe DeRosa, Evening at the Improv.
All right. So
That was sticking with anger here, Joe. I want to I want to talk about this 4-year-old that I wanted to beat up on a plane, or the urge to. I didn't, but let's hear your Air Canada story here.
well, it ties.
This is, by the way, this is all leading up. People who are just tuning in, we have our special guest today is a anger therapist specialist who's going to teach me and Joe how not to be angry, and then we won't have a fucking radio show anymore.
They're gonna bounce me out of a job. All
Okay.
right. So anyway, so dude, I take Air Canada back from Edmonton. Right. I get on a midnight flight from Edmonton.
Sounds like a bad song.
It's supposed to
Midnight flight from Edmonton.
It connects in Toronto, right? And there's a 3-hour layover in Toronto. But I'm like,
Such
I'd rather
a feature act story.
I'd rather just get on the plane and get the hell out of. There's no direct flights, so I'm like, I just rather get out of there than stay in the hotel. So I fly into Toronto.
Take a bus to Thunder Bay.
Yeah, it's like 7 a.m. It's 5 minutes before boarding or whatever, right? They come on the speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, we regret to inform you, your flight to New York has been canceled. Right? So I'm like, son of a bitch, right? So I go up to the guy at the desk. I'm already mad. I'm like, dude.
So you know why you're already mad, Joe?
I go, you couldn't tell us more than 5 minutes before the flight? Like, you literally didn't know that till 5 minutes before boarding? Why didn't you tell us earlier? So we all could have started to make other arrangements. Well, we just found out. And then they give you such a line of horseshit, right? So then I go, all right, so give me a ticket.
Now, how you feeling right now, Joe? Scale of 1 to 10, where's the red?
I'm literally already at 8.
You're at 8.
Already, right? So I go, and
Egyptian eyeballs popping out of your head. I would have loved to have seen this.
I go to 10 in the next 2 minutes.
Okay.
This is all it took to put me to 10, and then I was at 10 for the next 2 hours, right? I go, all right, well then put me on the next flight. And he goes, well, it's going to be the next one or the one after that. Not everybody's going to fit on the next one.
And he talked in that little sing-songy voice? Okay, so now you're up to 9.
I go, look, I need to get on the next flight. I got to get back to New York. I have like stuff I need to do there today. It's a very important, whatever. And he goes, well, you're going to have to wait to see if I can get you on this flight. And he goes, did you check a bag? And I go, yes, I did. And he goes, whew, here's what you're going to have to do. You got to go downstairs, get your bag, go out through customs.
Is this guy gay?
I think so.
Okay.
He goes, you're going to have to go downstairs, get your bag, go out through customs.
Get some lotion.
Come back in, recheck in, go through customs again.
Why?
Exactly, right? And I go, dude, are you out of your mind? I'm not doing that. You got my bag already. I'm here. Why do I have to do that? And he was like... There it is, 10. Boom. Right?
Yeah, you're done. Now he doesn't want to help you because now you're a dick.
And he goes,
at
sir,
him.
that's our security policy. And I go, and once again, I'm the only one yelling in line, and then people behind me start being like, yeah, why do we got to do that? Right?
Dude, I don't like how all your stories end up with everybody in the room start breaking into applause.
Oh, they fucked me good on this one, dude. Don't worry. I get screwed, right? He did not go into the back and bring spinach out. This ends poorly.
Okay.
So I'm screaming at him, and I go, why the hell would I have to go out through customs again, come back in, recheck in, and go through customs again? That's stupid. And he goes, blame George W. Bush. That's what he said, right? So now I'm pissed because it's like, oh, now you're going to take a shot at my country
America
on top of it, right? And you know what? Fuck you, anybody that thinks you can live outside of America and talk shit. You're not down in it. We're down in it here. I can talk shit about my dad. You fucking
we're
can't.
the ones complaining about cream spinach. You don't know what it's like. The fuck was that?
I'm saying, like, I can...
You know what? Now I'm glad this guy's making you... I'm on the side of the guy from Toronto.
I'm saying I can say my dad's an idiot, but you can't say my dad's an idiot. It's one of those things. It bothers me, right? So, dude, I go down to Belt 10 to get my bag. Fucking bag's not there, right? It's not there, right? So
you should have just said, I'm not doing it.
So now I walk to the luggage thing, right? They wouldn't. I wasn't checked in until I did it. I had to do it. Or
So
I wasn't
you reach
checked in.
across and you take the little
grab
wings
by
off
his-
of him, okay, on his lapel, and then you put it right up near his jugular. And then you start telling them what they're going to do.
The next thing, they got my head pressed against the counter.
Exactly. That was my action movie fantasy.
So, dude, I go, my bag's not there. I go to the baggage claim office, right? Guy sitting behind the counter who literally is acting like he's high, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, can you tell me where the fuck my fucking bag is? Now I'm like really going. It's literally like planes, trains, and automobiles.
Is
right?
it echoing in the big terminal?
Yeah, people are looking at me, right? And he goes, sir, calm down. Calm down, all right? And I go, I'm not going to calm down. I got to go up through customs. I got to come back in. I got to get my goddamn bag. It's not there. I checked the goddamn bag again when I got here because your airline doesn't make any sense. It's in the goddamn... Why isn't it there? And he goes, walk back over. Have some patience. It'll be there. And I go, fine. I'll walk back over. It's not going to be there. I walk back over, of course. It's not there. Everybody gets their bag, right? Now I walk back to the guy. He sees me coming back, immediately picks up the phone. We have a lost bag because he knows now that it's lost, right? I'm screaming at this guy, right? And I go, where is my bag? I checked it here. It's got to be here, right? And he goes, I don't know. I called the baggage terminal. It's not there. It's not on the tarmac. It's not on the dolly that they bring it down to the tarmac on. I don't know where it is. And I go, let me tell you something, buddy. I go, get somebody on the fucking phone right now that can actually give me an answer, okay? I go, I really don't care for your potheady fucking, hey, bro, it's no big deal.
Bullshit, you didn't say that.
I swear to God. I go, I don't care for your potheady, hey, bro, it's no big deal. We'll figure it out when it happens, man. No stress fucking attitude you're giving me right now. So then, dude, how provocative is this, right? He gets on the phone and he just goes, yeah, John, I need you to come down here. This guy wants a manager because he needs definitive answers. That's what he said, right? And I go,
wouldn't it be great if you allowed one murder?
Yeah, and I go, who do I complain to? Who do I complain to? Somebody's giving me something for this. Somebody's compensating me, and he gives me like a piece of paper like this with like it's like for complaints and questions. Call this, and I go,
you cry and throw it at him.
Throw it back onto the desk at him, right? And I go, what is your name? And he goes, Michael. And he comes
It's always Michael. Yeah, it's always fucking Michael. And then they can't give you the last name.
He comes out from behind the desk, and I go, what's your last name? What is your last name? I'm literally like, I'm going to have your fucking badge. Yeah. You know, right? I go, what is your last name?
You'll never search for lost luggage in this city again, buddy.
I go, what's your last name? And he goes, that's all you get from me, bro. Michael. And he walks away. And as he was walking away, he goes, I'm out of here. Like that, right?
Did the studio audience start applauding at that point?
Exactly.
Oh, and they walk through that fucking door where they just disappear.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always one of those kitchen doors that kind of flaps back and forth. It's like the heart rate of your dream of getting your bag, and as it slowly stops, that's where it ends.
Like old-timey saloon doors.
Yeah, there you
exactly.
go. Thanks for rescuing me there. I really just had a brain cramp. I'm like, it's like I'm trying to do hand motions on the radio. Huh? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Over there. So then that was it. So then they didn't find my bag. I had to.
But my question is,
a very nice man from Air Canada came to my aid and was like, "I'm really sorry." And then,
did you play Mr. Nice Guy with the next guy?
No.
So Michael.
Here's what I did. I went upstairs. Right? They go
like he's fucking Clint Eastwood in those spaghetti westerns. He doesn't have a goddamn name.
The manager came, right, finally, and he goes, dude, this is unacceptable. I'm sorry what you've been put through. He's like, look, you're booked on the next flight. You're on it, okay? He goes, so go upstairs. Your bag's going to get there, dude. It'll be there within an hour prior or after to you getting there. So just go. It's going to be fine. And so I go upstairs, and there's this lady behind the desk, and I go, yeah, I need to get on this. I need to check in for this flight. She goes, too late. You only have an hour. You got to be here an hour before the flight leaves in 45 minutes. I go, miss, put me on the goddamn flight right now. And she goes, too late. I go, you don't understand.
Nobody said watch your language.
I go, you don't understand. I was kicked. They canceled the other flight. Now I'm put on this. You understand? And I start like screaming like that. And she goes, all right, fine. And she's booking it, right? And then she goes, it's a little full. I don't know if you're going to get on. I go, I'm booked on the flight. They just told me I'm booked on the flight. And she goes, sir, you're on standby. Like really? Cunt, you're going to get an attitude with me because your fucking airline gave me faulty information?
Just to feel the fucking right hook right across, just feeling the jaw shatter.
Yeah, I have that joke in my act where I say, and this was one of those moments where I go, I want to punch her in the fucking face. Right. And not just a normal punch. I want to do like the fucking Terminator punch where my fist goes through her head.
Joe, in a perfect world.
And comes out
in a perfect world. I'm right there with you. I'm fucking right there with you.
My friend in college used to tell me his hate fantasies. He said the Tarantino thing. Oh. And he would get so worked up. He goes, I got so mad. I fantasized that I took 2 knives, and I stabbed them so hard through the guy's chest that it stuck him to a wall. Another one he had, he goes, I got so angry, I fantasized that I reached into his throat and grabbed each one of his lungs and went,
or just squished him. Oh, that's great. Dude, I have those all the time. All
What's the 4-year-old thing?
Oh, dude, I'm sitting on the plane. I got the middle seat, so I'm already in a bad mood, right? And I'm sitting there. Of course, it's this big conspiracy about, somehow I had a window seat, and then, I don't go on the internet. I never do the internet thing, so the corporation's fucking me. So I already got that whole thing going on in my head. I'm sitting in the middle seat, and of course, there's some fat fuck sitting next to me. His whole, what are those cookie batter ice creams? That stuff fat people eat?
Yeah,
where it's like, it's not good enough just to eat ice cream. They got to add another thing that makes you fat and mix it in there. Heath Bar Crunch. Those people. So his whole fucking late night snacks are just spilling. And one of those guys, he can't even put the fucking arm down, So he's literally taking 40% of my chair. So this lady comes down the aisle, and she's got this little toddler, 4 or 5 years old. Right. And it's obviously his first flight. And the kid is freaking out. He's like, doing this shit, and she's babying him.
All right.
Rather than be like, look, just shut up. You're gonna be fine. Whatever. Slap him in the head like they did back in the 70s, right? Pre-Oprah, before they turned everybody into a pussy, right? So she's going. She goes, okay, just sit by the window. I don't want to sit by the window. You sit by the window. So she sits by the window, gives into that. So that takes the anger up another notch. And then he's sitting there and he's going, hold me. Literally saying, hold me. So she holds him and he's going, hold me tighter. Hold me tighter. We're just fucking sitting there, right? So I'm terrified of flying, Joe. At this point, I'm like praying for turbulence on my own flight. Like, I literally want, everything but the fucking wings to snap off. I want this kid, I literally, dude, I wanted to reach over the seat. Like, I'm thinking, what if I just pile drive punched him on the... I really wanted? I just wished his mother would look the other way and I somehow had, a devil mask. I could just stick my head between the seats and just scare the shit out of him. I fucking hated this kid. I've never hated anything in my life. But where I've gotten with my anger now is I've actually been able, I've started to write about it, where I can actually now, as I'm getting angry, I still get angry, but now I watch myself just going, look at me. Here I am saying cunt again. What? But I don't know how to stop it.
Dude, I was doing a show last night. This kid, Dan Lee. Do you know this kid, Dan Levy? He's a comic from L.A. Anyway, he was on the show. He's a really nice kid. And we were talking before the show, and I don't know him at all. And he asked me a question about... he asked me, and I started going off on the comic relief thing. I go, these fucking white people, they don't do anything, but they go buy a goddamn ticket for a comedy show, and they act like they're making a fucking difference. Yeah, is that what you did, you fucking asshole? You bought a ticket for a comedy show? And then I just stopped, and I go, Dan, you don't want to get mixed up with this. I'm just a miserable fucking guy. I just walk away, man. You don't want to... Because I realize
that all comes down to what are you really mad at? Are you really this mad that somebody went to go watch Robin Williams improv about his dick for 3 hours?
It's not. God knows what it really is.
I don't know. Well,
one day
we're gonna try to work our way in the next hour here of the show. Here we're gonna bring in our therapist expert who actually has been listening to all of this stuff. Yeah, she's holding her head out there. You got your work cut out for yourself there, sweetheart. She's ready for it.
Yes.
I think we learned a lot of lessons from that time. Remember we had the Satan people come in. Dan, you remember that awful episode?
Oh yeah, that
Joe's
couple,
been
right?
doing great with the guests. I can already tell. I met Jane before. Yeah. She's got a great personality.
My favorite was the organic food lady.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, what the problem was she sat out. She came in too early and she heard us screaming at each other. So she was too defensive. She thought that that we brought her in to make fun of her. I think that's what it was. So she's just like, yeah, they're organic.
That's the hardest.
She was like Bill Belichick. So how are these things made? Well, they grow on trees, and that's all I got to say about that.
Squirt water on it.
Yeah, Bill Belichick is the coach for the Patriots, Joe. Just to let you know.
Okay.
When you're down the lobby waiting for you to get across the 59th Street Bridge because lesbians were marching or something like that. Somebody walked and saw Joe's. Joe doesn't watch sports at all. Guy walks by and he just goes, hey, yeah, go Tigers, when he saw his hat. And just watching Joe try to fumble around for an answer, I
think I just went, okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. What do you say? Anyway.
We want to take a break, and then we'll bring in our guest in the next hour. So if you're an angry psychopath, which I think a lot of our listeners are,
Yeah.
Back in the day when we used to do the show live, we used to have all those wonderful truckers call in with their date rape stories, and all those guys were. That's one of the parts of the show that I really miss.
I miss the truckers. I
really do.
But we'll be live again at some point. It's
Yeah,
not
there we
like
go.
This is permanent.
See, Joe, with the ray of light. All right,
Yeah.
you're listening to Uninformed. Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa, taking on Anger this episode. So keep it here, and we're gonna listen to more awful music that Joe has picked out to deliberately piss
More
me
They
off.
Might Be Giants,
Yeah,
Danny.
because you're a cunt.
Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
Fantasy Focus on XM.
I'm Jeff Erickson from Fantasy Focus. Recently we spoke with Ron Chandler from BaseballHQ.com.
We've looked at the Mitchell report, we've looked at other indicators, and basically identified about a dozen players who really, you probably should look at their numbers a little bit differently. We're basically trying to hedge our bets a little bit because if, in fact, these players had been taking PEDs, you don't want to be overpaying for them at the draft table.
Fantasy Focus, 12 noon East on MLB Home Plate, XM 175.
Particle man, doing the things a particle can. What's he like? It's not important. Particle
Joe, do these guys write for a children's show?
It's kind of half. They make children's music,
All right,
but it's in between.
That sounds like something Paul McCartney would write when John Lennon wasn't over his shoulder. That sounds like Maxwell's Silver Hammer. Please. All right, Triangle Man. Yeah, that's Joe's music. They might be douchebags.
They might be giants, sir.
Okay.
I thank you very much.
Oh, and an accordion. Why wouldn't you put an accordion into that mix? Like it wasn't.
They play accordion a lot.
Oh, it's
of
not
the
accordion.
songs.
That's a saxophone.
Well, they have accordion in a lot of the songs, though. That guy singing plays accordion.
Just bring it down. And what, all hipsters in Brooklyn love it?
No, because they sold out, man.
Oh, why? What? Because
They went to a major label. They sold out.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
They're awful. Well, anyways, I apologize to anybody who just turned on the show and had to listen to that awful music selected by Joe deliberately to try to piss me off and make me more angry. But it fits in with the show.
It does.
Because we are discussing anger on this show, and I think we let out a lot of it. Joe talking about wanting to murder everybody at the in Canada, I believe, or the Greater Toronto area, and I wanted to beat up a 4-year-old. That was the first hour. So, what better time than to bring in our anger therapist during our second hour, where we try to become informed on this show. Actually, we're pleased to bring in Jane Burbank, who actually, listen to these credits, Joe. All right, this is no Evening at the Improv stuff, okay? She has a master's in social work from the New York University. Mm-hmm. You ever bang abroad down there,
That's
Joe?
NYU over there.
Yeah, and a BA, which is a, what is that? Bachelor's of
Arts.
Arts. Not bad, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Look at you. Yeah.
Waiting to see what he came up with.
Bachelor's. See, she's already against me. Bachelor's of Arts in Music and the Voice from SUNY Empire State College.
Where is that SUNY at?
I probably did stand up there. I probably bombed in the cafeteria.
That one's here, in the Empire State.
Oh, Empire State. That's that's New York,
that
though,
would
right?
be New York. Well, it's New York State, but I was here, in New York City.
Oh, you were in New York
city.
City. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought she was trying to pull a fast one. You know, like people who, when they're not in Manhattan, they try to act like, New Rochelle. Well, I mean, yeah. And you try to say it's upstate New York, and they get all offended.
Yeah. What's not upstate? It's Westchester.
Upstate is Albany. All right, so you actually, because we started our show late because they were having, what happened? The German parade?
No, it's like some kind of bike run is going on, and Second Avenue.
Joe, you believe in this, by the way?
Second Avenue. Bike run.
Yeah, the second annual Jaeger shots till 4 in the morning.
Dude, if I was up all night doing shots and drinking, I would totally tell you. I wish I was up all night.
Why are you doing the Sharon Stone right now? I'd have to be pretty foolish to commit a murder and then write a book about it.
I went home. I was home yesterday by 1 o'clock and watched Mission Impossible 2 on TBS.
You do look fresh. You do look fresh right now.
He does.
He's got a nice T-shirt on.
He looks like he just painted something
I
in
wanted
Italy.
to go out.
There is a bike thing
There's
today.
a fucking bike thing
But
going
they
on.
weren't running, they were biking.
They were biking.
Traffic's backed up. Traffic is backed up probably onto the LIE to
Hey,
get
Danny,
over
how about
the
this?
fucking
I'm a little
59th
sick
Street
and
Bridge.
tired of your there was a parade excuse, okay?
Well, stop pre-recording your shows on a Sunday when fucking...
See? Get the anger out. See, there's another guy you can talk to.
The only
All
day
right.
where it's acceptable to shut fucking half the city down is a Sunday. It's just like, you guys live here. Oh, yeah, let me just...
Did you want to run him over? Did you want to run him over in your car? Wouldn't that be great?
Why,
They got helmets.
everybody!
They got helmets on.
I was screaming. I had the windows down. I was screaming. What the fuck? And everybody's looking at me like, hey, I'm stuck in this too, buddy.
Did it help?
Yeah, screaming fucking rules. I gotta do it all the time.
I hate those calm people. And then they look at you just, we're all just going to be sitting here. Getting mad is not going to do anything about it.
Yeah, it's not going to help anything. It's not going to. What's that going to do? It's going to make everybody tense.
Can I call you Jane? And you got all these credits here. I feel like I should call you Dr. Burbank.
That was my father.
Oh,
Call me
Dr.
Jane.
Joyce Brothers. We'll give it a little sort of. Okay. So I saw you were making notes as me and Joe were talking about
lots of notes,
stabbing toddlers. Okay, how would you grade our anger?
Yeah,
scale of 1 to 10.
The first, I think, what I'd rather say is it's not about the spinach.
Okay, it's about.
Is that the title of your new book?
Look at that, dead silent. Did you see that?
That should be the
dead
title.
Silent. There was a moment of.
That should be the title of your new book.
It's not about the spinach.
Not about the spinach. Right back to she's not that into you. you wouldn't have to do this little rinky-dink show. Okay.
So what's it about?
Yeah. Well, you tell me. I mean, ever since you had this breakup, you had a big, huge argument with T-Mobile, and you're going to court, maybe.
I love this. She's going to get into your skeletons.
Well, that stuff was happening before the breakup, too.
You think so?
But I think it was definitely a little bit worse after the breakup.
And do you go to Boston Market when you're in a relationship, or?
Mm-hmm. I love Boston Market.
But you go with.
Tell us about the lambs, Clarice.
Oh no! It wasn't like this. That would have been funny if I broke down. Yeah. Give me the fucking spin. This is our spot.
I didn't mean it that way.
No.
But
no. I mean, I have a tendency to flip like that, but it's definitely amplified. It's worse when something like a breakup is happening.
Were you ever molested? Can I help?
Not that
okay,
way.
All right, I'm on. Okay.
Not that
I don't think so. No.
All right, sorry.
Airline pilot's okay, but the molestation part, no. I was actually thinking the two of you are kind of like alter, egos.
Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah. He's sort of high strung.
No, he's the outwardly sensitive one.
Yes.
And you're the.
Yeah, he has had meltdowns on this show.
You're the hidden sensitive one.
Yes.
I don't like this. She's seeing through the screen. I don't like this. This is creeping me out.
She saw right through it.
Listen,
Jesus.
Jane, thanks for coming to the show.
It's been a pleasure.
She got right in there.
Wow, she's really good. She's in there. I don't like it.
You know what's funny, too? Bill and I will fight, and I'll get in the fight. I'll get really sensitive, and
it pisses me off.
He gets really angry. But then after the fight, watching him try to be sensitive and make up, you can tell he's uncomfortable. He'll be like, hey, dude, sorry. You're one of my friends, man. I really like you.
He just has these really soft piano-playing hands, and you go to shake them, and it just makes you feel creepy.
But you do go to touch them.
Huh? What are you saying? I'm gay now?
No, I didn't say anything like that.
She's saying you want contact.
I didn't go to touch him. I went to shake his hand. See, now you were in. You were in, and now the deflector shields just went back up again.
I was in. I see that, but I expected that to happen with you. A little bit.
Anybody can say that afterwards. Dude, I knew the Patriots were going to lose the Super Bowl. Dude, I called it. No, you're right.
But listening to the three of you talk, I was thinking a lot about how men communicate somewhat differently than women.
Okay.
Okay. So how is that? You guys all look at the facts, what seem to be the facts, rather than what the feelings might be, your own, which you often say is anger, and then
right.
Rather
so
than
what is the better way to look at it?
Look at the way he said it. Are you a little angry with me right now?
Huh? No, that was. You know what's so funny? This is. I swear to God, this is how angry a person I am. That I'm so angry that even when I have other emotions, it still sounds like anger. That was me being fascinated.
You know what I think it is, though? It's defensive.
I always call. I think it's the East Coast accent. I call it asshole tone. You just sound like. I have a lot of times people come up to me and I think I'm in a great mood, and people look at me like, "What's the matter? You okay? Is everything okay?" You're like, "Yeah, I'm fine. What the fuck?"
I get that all the time.
You just no. It's more defensiveness. I think you're right in there waiting for somebody to bonk you over the head. No.
Yeah. Oui.
Oui, monsieur.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. That's kind of how. Jesus Christ, you're just going to get me talking about my childhood. Yeah, that's how it was growing up. Yeah, people, you got the shit kicked out of you, so.
Well, that was kind of interesting, I thought, when you were talking about being on the plane, and you noticed. Deep,
man. She's going deep.
You noticed yourself getting angry, and you kind of go outside yourself and observe yourself from the outside.
I gotta know, I'm not trying to be a jerk, I'm just being honest. Your calm tone is annoying me right now. I'm just being honest with you. It's just I get
Defensive and scared.
Yeah, any sort of like, Bill, why were you? I just feel like you're going to put a roofie in my drink right now.
Yes, see the defensiveness.
I am. I'm a defensive psychopath. But let's get back to Joe.
But the thing is, the two of you actually all of you seem to have great affection for each other. That comes out even in the way you talk to each other.
Sure. Yeah.
But I haven't heard you have an argument.
Yeah, but did you notice how he couldn't look at me when he said that? See, so he's just as bad as I am.
He's looking at you now.
But
I'm not going to look at him.
You're looking at me.
You're
safe.
Afraid of me.
In my defense, I do have guy friends where I could look at them and be like, I love you, dude, but I know that would make you feel uncomfortable, so I don't. But then,
no, the only way for me to I can't even say it. What I would have to, it would have to be buried in the middle.
Yeah.
Of a bunch of stuff.
Dude.
Things are going to rain today. Yeah, I love Joe. And I think we got...
Rip his lungs out. I really care about you. Rip his lungs out.
Yeah. I swear to God.
I love you fucking cunt. Like, that's safe for me.
Can I tell you something,
because no one knows if it's what you mean. Yeah.
He knows what I mean.
This is a dysfunction in our relationship, but it's true, and it's proof of the sentiment that I have for him.
You're annoying me right now.
Just listen to this. At Christmas time, we were doing shows together, and he gave me this AC/DC box set because we're big AC/DC fans.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave him this All in the Family box set because we always joke about it, and this other movie. And he was like, "Oh, thanks, dude." And I was like, "Yeah, thanks." And then I went home, and then he left me this message like really late that night. And he was like, "I just want to say, man, thanks for a great year in radio, and thanks for the present."
I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
I was drunk, and there was Christmas lights. It wasn't
Listen,
me.
Here's the thing, though.
Doesn't mean you didn't mean it.
This is just representative of our relationship, right? I swear to God, I got teary listening to the message. I was so touched by it. And then a month later, I asked him if he watched the box set, and he said that he hadn't watched it. And I was very hurt by that. I was very, very hurt that you hadn't watched the box set.
Joe, I got to tell you something. I'm not trying to add more pain in your life. That box set is still on my bookshelf in the wrapper.
Why wouldn't you watch it?
Because I'm going to sell it on eBay.
No!
You see how he gives, you kind of give something to him, and then you're taking it back. And
no, I'm just trying to keep the laughter going. Because I really, if it's going to get really sensitive like this, like, did you notice Danny ran out of the fucking room? I don't know if you guys noticed that. Oh, he's back.
There he comes.
Carmine from fucking Laverne and Shirley is back.
I was going to say that earlier.
I'm using your joke. You already said it. You said it before.
Oh, did I say it?
Yeah, the big ragu is back.
No. But you know what upset me?
No.
I was upset that you thought you had said that you thought it was a joke gift, and it wasn't. I got you that because we had laughed so much about it, and I really thought like it's a good show and you would enjoy it. Like I was like, this is great.
Dude, you know something? It is great, and I just Joe, believe me, dude, I procrastinate, okay? And just add that to the list that has nothing to do with, all the other stuff.
I appreciated that message, man.
You know what's so funny about you being here, Jane, is like the emotions that you're bringing out is the exact, the alpha and the omega, however it is, it's the exact inverse of this show.
I realized that. So
okay. I wasn't saying you were stupid. I was just, just reiterating.
No, I know. Well, the danger in bringing a therapist in is if you're really going to ask serious questions, which I find kind of interesting that you guys actually thought it was a good idea to bring a therapist on.
Well, believe it or not, as dumb as we are.
That wasn't about being dumb.
Okay, I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to keep the laughs going. Like, you got to understand, I don't have the clown makeup on, but that really is my job, okay? I got to go over here, I got to spin the plates.
I got you.
I got to keep it going. Okay, now you're getting defensive. No, I'm just.
What were you going to say?
I don't even know.
You said as dumb as we are.
Yeah, we're actually trying, with this show, we're actually trying to somehow become less dumb.
Believe it or not, it was his idea to bring the therapist on.
I think it's a great idea. But
was that my idea?
Yeah. No, it was your idea. I called and set it up, but it was your idea. You said to me, it would be great to have an anger therapist come on or somebody to talk to us about
I go into so many blind rages. It's just like, I got to be like that guy when I start tattooing ideas on my arm. What the hell is that movie?
Memento.
All right, so let me ask you this. So what exactly? So you're actually saying, so him sitting there on the 59th Street Bridge, screaming out, vulgar names about women's anatomy because there's a parade of bicyclists going by. You're saying that's not bad to do that?
I didn't say it wasn't bad or it wasn't good.
Now you're flip-flopping, Mrs. Clinton.
I wondered if it helped the traffic move any faster. Or maybe it made him feel more relaxed.
No, but it made me feel like I got to relieve some stress. Like I knew that I was in a situation that there was nothing I could do about. I couldn't get. It's not like I could just leave my car like fucking like Michael Douglas and falling down and just fucking start walking away from it all.
Done that.
Yeah, starting shooting people in 7-Elevens.
Believe me, I would love that. But at least
in a perfect world,
screaming at the top of my lungs. To me, it gave me like an extra, like, okay, I could deal with this for another 3 minutes until I need to fucking scream again.
So it gave you a sense of being in control in a situation where you absolutely had no control.
No, it was just like a release. Like it was just built up, and it was just, you get to, just open that fucking valve and let it all come out for a little bit.
Because, the thing you guys are all talking about, these fantasies.
Hey, get inside of him. I want to see him get uncomfortable.
Well, right. I mean, he's making a lot of sense. He found a way that isn't hurting anybody to sort of let off steam and then be able to be calm.
Well, what about the children with the windows down in the car next to him? Is he screaming that stuff out?
Were there little kids?
No, I don't, none that I saw anyway. But even if there was, I probably wouldn't have cared much.
I think you're the most in touch with yourself that out of the three of us. I think you're pretty comfortable in your own skin. You don't
This
really
is so gay.
You don't really go out of your way to impress anybody. You're not, you're pretty much you all the time.
Well, I guess that's easy for you to say because, like, you guys hang out a lot, and you see me when we do this show,
right?
But outside of the 3 hours,
we see showbiz, Danny.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying you don't like I think we hung out like once or twice at a bar, but
let's get to know each other.
Do you wear fuzzy slippers around your apartment and eating Cheerios?
I used to
on a Sunday before you had to come in and do this pre-recorded nightmare of a show.
I had a big day planned today. I was gonna go get
ride
lunch
your unicycle with your pizza,
my motorbike,
walk his bicycle.
Perfect day for cruising.
All right, well, let me ask you because something. The biggest thing that I to be honest with you, that I hate about my anger is because I always hated watching my dad flip out and act like a complete lunatic. And I always promised myself I was never going to do that. And you know how it is. You end up being just like him. And what I hate most about flipping out is in the middle of it, half the time I end up just picturing something that I say. I picture my dad doing that like 20 years ago. And he's in tighty whities with his T-shirt tucked into him, which is also really creepy.
The issue is that our parents are our models. So if nobody really models anything different, there's sort of no other way of dealing with it, until you learn another way. Somebody has to sort of show you and find out. I mean, if you want a really serious answer, do you?
Yeah. No, I do.
It must have been really hard for you and frightening as a little kid to be watching this.
Oh, you so didn't want you to go that way. Can't you just give me like a formula?
No.
Like a workout video. You can't give me something if I eat like enough avocados during the week?
Nah, can't. Well, you could eat avocados if it makes you happy too, but that's not going to really work, It's hard to say I'll never do this one thing that I only know how to do.
Oh God! So what do I have to? It's just so fucking uncomfortable.
You're asking.
It's interesting. I'm interested in hearing what I'm interested.
I'm squirming over here, Joe.
Don't. This is it. This is what's going to make it better.
It's embarrassing.
No, it's not. It's interesting.
Oh, is it? Oh,
I'm serious.
It's more interesting when it's happening to you.
Can I ask you something?
Okay. I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to answer it.
You don't have to answer me, but I'm wondering if you're...
That's right. I don't, lady.
No, you don't. See, you don't. I'm just, you're working now, so is your off air or your off stage persona, are you as angry off stage as on?
Yeah, am I as angry? Oh, yeah. That's most of my jokes come out of some sort of anger.
So you have found...
I'm telling that story on stage about wanting to beat up the 4-year-old, and I gotta admit, the amount of people who laugh at it, not just laugh like, oh my God, that's crazy, but the people who laugh at it relating, it just makes me feel better, because I'm like, I'm not the only one who wants to beat up a 4-year-old, but doesn't do it.
Exactly. The whole point is you don't do it. These fantasies of doing all these kind of things is fine. But you're uncomfortable about the feeling so angry. But you're not acting on the things. So that part of it's okay.
To be honest with you, you want to get into this shit, it's really fucking up my relationship with my girlfriend because she hates the anger, it causes tension. When I was dealing, with the cable company there and that guy wouldn't give me his name, if I had some sort of black belt, my hand would have gone through the coffee table. That's how hard I hit it. And she just,
It's scary for her.
Yeah, caused her to jump. Yeah, but I think it's kind of a turn on for the broads,
Well, maybe at certain times, but maybe not during the cable company interaction. Yeah, well, because she's probably feeling the way you did when you were a little kid with your father.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Because she described it one day. She just said, you create this tension in the relationship, and it's like that is the exact same thing I felt when my dad used to come home. We fucking ran and hid.
Scared.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
well, it was scared at first, and then I don't know.
But
then
you
we
never knew what was going to happen.
No, but you know what? But then you know what came out of it was humor. Came out of it. My brother, you know what he used to do? This is like genius. My brother had, you know, those boom boxes with the dual cassettes.
Yeah.
He used to tape my parents' arguments, and he would make mixtapes. He would put music that went with the arguments.
Oh my God, that's a terrific idea.
Oh, wow, it was fucking hilarious. He had one where my dad started out. I'm telling you right now, I'm really getting sick of this shit, okay? And he was building up to this anger, and he put, you know that song No Quarter by Led Zeppelin?
Yeah.
Starts off with that haunting keyboard.
Yeah.
And then Robert Plant comes in with that really spooky, close the door, put out the lights.
Oh my God.
And it gets all the way up to...
Oh no.
And then right as Bonham's drums came in, he was like, you goddamn fucking bitch! And we sat there...
God.
As 8 all of us, whatever, 6 to 12 at that age, all of us, and we were fucking dying laughing. We played it for my mother. She was laughing. We all,
you know what?
We all ended up laughing about
children
it.
Have no...
There we go. This started up the argument. Okay, I'm going to do my dad right now, okay? Oh, I tell you right now, you know what? I'm getting sick of this shit. Oh, you know what? Fuck you, lady. And he just kept building it higher and higher. I'll tell you, one of these days, Linda, I'm going to walk out the door. I'm not coming back.
And what was your mother saying?
Oh, you can never hear her. She was just
like,
saying, a little mousy voice. She wasn't saying anything. She was just sitting there. This is really, I'm really letting people into my life right now.
Yes.
I can't want to recreate it. It was, I don't know.
So let me go to the theoretical for a moment to get you off the hook. So children...
John Paul Jones on the keyboards, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Kids can't have no way of getting away from that situation. They're scared.
Yeah, it's a police state.
Yeah. And well, also they, on some level, usually love their parents and can't figure out what's going on. And so the only way to make sense of it, the only way to protect themselves is to come up with these strategies, which that was a brilliant thing you kids did. So now you've turned this awful part of your life partially into an adaptive in terms of your career. I mean, it's helped. It's helped. You got into your field maybe partly because of your
because of that
situation. You have found a way that's adaptive to sort of.
Well, you know what's interesting about that? Because I've always told that, like, people, like, Joe, like when people meet you after you've done your show and they want you to still be the guy joking around.
Yeah.
And when you're this morose psychopath, they don't understand that, like, humor is actually a defense mechanism of basically, oh, here comes a bad feeling. I don't want to feel it, so you end up making a joke, which is why any sort of tragedy happens. Comedians always had jokes, from fucking, cults to those miners being trapped. And people think you're making these jokes because you don't give a shit, and it's more like, no, I just don't want to feel that feeling.
Yeah.
Well, cops do that, like there could be on a murder scene, and people get really mad when they see them joking around, and firefighters, but it's the exact same thing.
Can you know something? Because what they actually see is way more worse than what I've ever seen. I bet those guys are 100 times funnier than any comedian. Can you imagine the level of A material you'd have to come up with? There's a headless body sitting there. And you got to sweep up, and you got to come up with something to kill the tension.
Well, they're nuts. Remember the cop we were hanging out with that was like, "Want to go shoot the gun up in the air?"
Oh yeah.
I treat a lot of people that were 9/11, first responders, and boy, oh boy, many of them are very sick.
Well, let me ask you this, because I really, I'm turning 40 years old in June, okay? I'm doing pull-ups. I'm doing everything I can to try to make myself not feel like I'm already halfway through my life and I've completely blown it. And I've realized that I've spent basically half my life being this angry psycho. And, Well, you have other parts to you, though. It's the voice, man. The voice.
And it drives them insane.
Yeah.
It's therapist voice. That's how they talk. How do you want a therapist?
I know, but I got I'm so walled off. Like I don't want you to suck me into that vibe.
You know what I think?
Because I'll probably start losing it.
I think
using the windscreen here to dab my fucking tears. I can't.
When I asked you what your mother's voice sounded like you said you couldn't hear her. So maybe the softness is a little scary.
No, I think it was probably more the acoustics of the house. It was an old house.
Yeah, but the other part is that she wasn't able to stick up for the kids and for herself, which is pretty scary too.
Yeah.
Should we move to you for a moment?
Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay.
It's fucking heavy. Whew.
No, but
wow, you know what? You really,
You're good,
I'm going to tell you.
You were good.
Yeah, I don't know what they teach you there at New York, NYU. You got right to the heart. Man, I've been going to therapy. It took the therapist I'm with a hack. The therapist I got now, it took him like 6 weeks to get to that. You know what? You know why you get me? I'll tell you why you get, because I'm in front of the microphone, so I don't have the usual, the Fort Knox up.
Yeah, that's probably true. Actually,
because half of me, I'm thinking, even as I'm telling you these stories, I'm thinking this is funny as hell to people listening.
Right.
Me imitating my dad, so I can actually do it that way. God damn it!
That's how they get you.
Okay, on to Joe DeRosa.
All right.
But what do you mean by that's how they get you?
I was just making a joke, like.
No, Joe, come on! She just strip mined my soul for the last 3
So
months.
you got the mic up. They got you. They swindled you into your exposing.
No, what did you mean by that, Joe?
That's what I meant.
Joe has all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I don't. Why am I?
You know what?
so
I'm like
angry?
Kobe Bryant right now. Hey, Shaq raped somebody in Denver too.
Why am I so angry? I didn't. Well, I'm adopted. Number one, you need to know that. But my dad didn't come home screaming.
You mean you were adopted? It's a process, not
yes, I was
as opposed
adopted.
to a label.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. You still
I was adopted, but there's been an immense amount of subconscious stuff that's come out in recent years as a result of it, abandonment issues and intimacy issues and all kinds of things.
Yeah, I think that's probably why it's hard for you to separate in this breakup. It's probably really painful.
Joe, stop playing with the mic. Just sit there and have the feelings, okay? I did it. I did it.
You're going to edit this whole thing?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
No, it'll go.
No, I want him to squirm right now.
How many children are there in the family?
It was just me.
Yeah.
Because my mom was unable to. My parents couldn't conceive or whatever. They couldn't. My mom couldn't get pregnant for whatever reason. She got pregnant once. She had a miscarriage. Then they adopted me. But my parents were very. They weren't overprotective where they didn't let me do stuff. Like I was allowed to do whatever I wanted to do, basically.
Did you feel like you were just some bad substitute? You know, like somebody wanted the IROC and they just got the regular Camaro?
No. I never.
What happened?
I never felt like that.
You know what? I'm not trying to disrupt this, but every once in a while we got to throw a joke in here.
Go ahead.
Or truckers are going to drive their fucking
trucks
thing
off the road.
into a ravine, either out of pure boredom or we're going to hit on something that they've been driving away from their whole life.
It's hilarious.
You know what happens though, because I'm very familiar with this as an adoptive mother. I think that a lot of times.
So you adopted a kid?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And I think what
How
happens.
did that make you feel?
You know what? You're in for a career change. I think that a lot of times people, when they adopt a child, they want so much. They treat them so specially that a kid feels like they can't possibly be this miraculous being, that they're being treated by and then it creates a lot of problems. Also, did they talk openly about the adoption with you?
Oh yeah, I always knew. I literally can't remember them ever telling me. I just knew.
Did you find out there was no Santa Claus, or I was adopted first?
I was adopted. I literally have known that my whole life. I can't remember ever not knowing that. So they must have told me literally since I was like a baby.
Joe, we're just letting you know you're not ours. Now, finish up your baby food.
No, there's books. There's these wonderful books like, from like Sesame Street, Gordon and whatever her name is, How to Make a Family.
Maria.
Right.
No, Maria was not with Gordon. Was she?
Huh?
Maria?
She was hot. He should have picked her.
Maria didn't need to adopt. She was Puerto Rican.
No.
She lives in my neighborhood.
She was with, wait a minute. There was the other girl.
Yeah, Maria wasn't with Gordon.
I don't fucking know. Can we talk about my feelings and not Sesame Street characters right now?
Is she brought it up, Joe? A little anger, a little defensiveness.
I didn't. Were they older parents?
Oh, I know it was. I know who it was. It was, they used to sing the song where, I got 2 ears to help me hear. And then Bob would be like, I've got 2 eyes. Like the white and black thing. You don't remember that?
No.
Susan.
He was tapping
Gordon
that. Susan?
Wasn't it Susan?
I don't think so.
Oh, shit. This is when we need callers.
Somebody will call you and
okay,
email
you know
us.
what? Okay, go ahead. You guys.
All right.
Get in deep.
No, they were average age,
I mean, like.
But my parents do. I will say this. I've recognized this recently. My parents placate me. I wasn't spoiled monetarily because they never had a lot of money. But I think emotionally I was spoiled in a certain way There was a lot of fighting, and I have a
Get to
very
the pain, Joe.
oral,
Come on.
retentive family. So I mean, it's not like it was all picnics and.
So your parents fought with each other, too?
They fought. I fought with them. It's almost like a sibling style relationship I have. I mean, it's very.
So they.
Joe yells at his parents.
Yeah. I used to tell funny stories about me getting in arguments with my mom, where I'd literally do the Ralph Cramden thing with her, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'd love to," and she'd be like, "You in what army? Bring it on!"
So she treated you more like a husband in some ways.
That's creepy.
I don't mean it in.
Wait a minute. You know what? Pornography. He's into MILF porn. Can you dissect that, please?
Oh God,
this is awesome. I want her on every episode. This is a new way to attack each other. You know shit about me, and we'll just sick a therapist on you. Joe is into MILF porn.
I literally was looking at you when she was talking to you, and I was like, "What the fuck's she squirming about? Who cares?" And then when you just said that, my stomach sank, and I'm like, "Oh, that's what it's like to tap into your real issues."
Yeah,
okay,
there you go.
Here we go.
Well, you wanted to know, each of you, where the anger came from. And this is the beginning of the reservoir.
But my parent, what I was saying earlier before we get into the MILF porn thing, my parents.
She's not your real mother, Joe. So
stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. My parents placated me.
It's a little competitive.
Stop using that word, Joe.
Competitive.
No. They do placate me. Like
what
my
does that
parents
mean?
They appease me, like in other words.
Oh, appease.
They
okay,
tell me.
shit.
They'll tell me they'll just say, they'll say, look, you have to do what you need to do for yourself right now, and anybody else that doesn't understand, that's their problem. They're going to have to understand it. And it's nice that they say that to be supportive of me with my job or whatever. If you can't make it to this thing, then everybody's going to have to understand because you're doing your job. And I understand that they're trying to be.
They're not asking you about how do you feel.
That's what I mean. They're trying
They don't see you.
And how did that make you feel, Joe?
They're trying. Well, it's at the time, it's what you want to hear because you're going, yeah.
You want to hear.
They're giving me the green light to do whatever I want to do, and these people will back me up no matter what. But then you realize they probably should challenge me a bit more. They should probably.
Well, that's true. As a kid, you don't want to. Oh no, you don't really have to play baseball, even though you signed up and you'll be letting all the other kids down. You don't
Jane,
really have. Yeah.
Can you make him cry?
Probably.
Well, he's a very sensitive person.
Perfect example. Exactly.
If you do, I swear I'll get you a slice of pizza at the end of the show.
Exactly what you just said, though. I tried soccer in first grade, and I sucked at it, and I hated it.
You thought you thought
I
you
can
sucked
really
at
see
it.
you sucking at that.
No. I suck at sport.
Tripping over the ball.
I'm not athletic. I'm not good at sports. That's just the way it is. But I hated it. And as soon as I went to my parents and said, I don't want to do this anymore, they were like, okay, you don't have to do it then. Don't worry about it. Like, you just don't have to do it. But
they taught you to
quit.
quit.
But then that makes you feel like you suck at sports.
No, I do suck at sports. I've played. No, listen to me.
No, he does. I've seen him do push-ups.
Maybe you don't. But the thing is, as a first grader or as a 6-year-old, you don't want to tell the kid, oh yeah, you're fabulous at it, but you want to say, so what? Maybe we could help you. Let's go out in the backyard and kick around the ball, or some way of not making you feel like you're giving up on something. And
they took me to have a one-on-one with the coach. And the coach was like, I'll work with you one-on-one to see if you like it anymore, you feel any more comfortable. And then I was still like, nah, I don't want to do it. But
oh, God.
It wasn't like they let me do anything. It was like, they were hard on me about school. They didn't let me slack off in school. I'm just saying, I think when it came to social situations and things where I needed to be accepted.
Yeah.
If I said to them, I don't like this and I don't want to be a part of it, my mom was very quick to mother me and be like, then you don't have to. I'll protect you. I'll take you out of it. You know what I mean?
So rather than trying to find out how you were feeling about it and helping you sort of brainstorm so that you could figure it out for yourself.
This literally feels like a therapy session.
You asked it. You asked for it.
Well, we're getting into it.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
It's hard to feel competent if somebody sort of...
Did you not feel competent, Joe?
No, I didn't.
Did you feel like a quitter?
I don't feel competent a lot of the time.
Joe, I got to tell you something. If you suck at soccer, you really suck at sports. I mean...
He doesn't care now, though, does he? It's not about the sports. Just like it wasn't about the spinach.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't
telling you, that's your book.
Play sports.
It's not about the spinach. And you got to have your hands in the air.
It's not about the spinach.
It's not about the
spinach.
It's about for truckers.
The forward is the spinach story, and then it goes. But no, I do have issues with not feeling competent, and then I do have issues with intimacy, abandonment. Abandonment's my worst issue. I feel very I'm always trying to make sure that everybody... I'm just now getting to a point in my life where I realize everybody doesn't have to like me or accept me.
That's good.
Finally. It took 30 years, but I mean, you know, I spent a lot of time, especially with this job and doing stand-up and everything. It's like I was working so hard to make sure that everybody at every club liked me. Because I didn't ever want to have any tension anywhere. And then I realized finally, it just doesn't work like that.
Now,
you can't do it.
Why you became a comic is a whole other... Because to me... A stand-up comic that's the hardest of all.
Hey, Danny, why do you think Joe watches MILF porn?
Probably because he wants to have a connection with his real mother. It's something that's missing out of his life, and that's a way that he could find
a deeper
some
love.
kind of intimacy,
deeper love for his mother,
for his mom,
biological mother.
That's very Freudian.
Joan, let me ask you this.
Probably not true.
When was the first time you delved?
Thank you. Look, she said it's not true. Why do you think I like MILF porn?
No,
damn it. Every time we're going to steer it towards what's going to be interesting.
Joe wants to fuck his mom.
He's talking about...
Stop it.
He wants to fuck his mom, and he's talking about not being good at soccer. That's not what the listeners want to hear, Joe.
I want to hear why she thinks I like MILF porn.
Joe, we brought her in to not only inform us, but to be entertaining. Don't be a cheap motherfucker and actually try to get a free therapy session out of this. That's what you're doing, Joe. That's what you've been doing for 10 minutes, and I tapped out. Okay?
I want to hear why she thinks I like MILF porn. It might be creepier than what you think.
Okay, but Joe, you know what? Keep the fucking plate spinning.
Let her say it.
Okay, I'm going to stop you now.
But keep the plate spinning.
I am.
Do you know what's interesting, though?
What?
The minute you get into a deeper feeling, you're not going to like this because this is therapy too, that he gets agitated and it's hard for you to...
No, but we're doing a radio show here. So
yes, we are.
At some point, there's got to be the bump going on there.
But does it have to be about porn?
Huh? Well, I got to tell you something. One of the staples of comedy
is porn.
You know, if you watch a lot of Def Jam comics, they go right for the sex, man, and they tear it up.
So go for some other sex.
All right, but wait,
but
this could be funny, though, is what I'm saying.
You know, all right,
it could be funny, but he...
I'm just going to fucking walk out.
Don't walk out. Why are you getting so annoyed?
Huh?
Defensive.
Don't get annoyed. I'm saying she is
No,
going
I'm
where
not
you want her to
defensive.
go.
This has nothing to do with... I don't give a fuck if he opens up about his stuff. I'm just trying to keep the show entertaining, Joe. And you lost it there. You forgot you were doing a radio show, man. You were slipping into this fucking talk, man. And I was just...
I know. What I'm saying is, she's talking about... She's saying she wants to give her reason why I like MILF porn. It might be funny. This is what you want to hear.
Okay, but this was good. Even though we yelled at each other, that was entertaining. So go back into it. That's all I'm doing, Joe.
We're having a good time.
I'm hosting the show. I'm just keeping it going.
We're having a good time.
Go back into it. Jane, that had nothing to do with you as a therapist. Okay. I know. You got your shit together. I got it. I'm the loser.
You're not a loser.
I'm kidding.
Right,
okay, go ahead.
All right.
But
why
at some point, could you steer it towards the MILF porn over there?
That's what I'm trying to do. Why do you think I like MILF porn?
What is... I don't even know what it means.
It's older women.
Oh.
40, 50.
Oh.
60.
There you go. Jane, I'm telling you, he's available. He went through a breakup.
I see what you're saying about steering into comedy.
Did you see her headshot before you booked her, Joe? Just to take it to another creepy level? Is that why you booked her? I bet the other one was in her 20s. You're like, nah, that's not what I'm into.
There are lots of men that like older women.
There's nothing wrong with it. Cougars.
Look, he's taking it away from the funny thing, too. I say that, and you wanting to go towards the porn part.
I like you.
Nothing wrong with it,
You're giving me shit. I like this.
But do you think it's got anything to do with me being adopted and biological and all that?
It could have to do with attachment, but I mean, meaning it's hard. The idea of being separated from somebody that you care about is very painful. It could be, but that's not sick.
But I've not been separated from anybody I care about. Like, I don't care about
your biological mother.
But I never knew her, you know?
That doesn't matter. I mean, kids have a lot of feeling about who, where they came from, this was your idea.
Huh?
You said to go this way, and that's what we're doing.
I just was breathing out. There's something in my nose.
He's a little jealous of the attention, so...
I like it.
I'm already telling you right now, best guest we've ever had, hands down. She's fucking awesome.
Sorry, Maz. Last episode we told Maz he was
the most informative. This is the first one. Gets the show. She gives shit. She's informative. This is great.
She can be a friend of the show where every once in a while we bring her in. Like we bring in a therapist.
If we have a big fight, we got to bring her in.
You don't even need a fight, apparently.
What do you mean?
Because the issue is more about communication skills, and also about each of you has anger having absolutely nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, so this is...
So what are you saying? I don't even know this guy?
This is what
that you do know the guy, but you both have angry feelings that...
We got into a fight one night. This was the legendary fight.
A real
in
fight?
our friendship. It was an argument.
On the air or off
No,
the air?
it was off the air.
What do you mean by real fight? Like men duking it out, or you mean like...
not a funny...
Yeah, no, this was real.
No, it was a real argument.
This was real.
Where people were looking at us being like, Jesus, guys, like, that we didn't know. We were in a bar, and he said he liked Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I said I thought Stevie Ray Vaughan sucked, and that he
was destroying the blues.
Yeah, I said I thought white people were destroying the blues.
Thank you.
And I've since, just since we're on the air, I've since retracted my statement about Stevie Ray Vaughan. I like him, but the point is, the argument at the time, I said that
Fucking
I thought
Al Gore over there.
White people were ruining the blues, and Bill obviously didn't agree with that, and we fought literally for 2 hours. But you would have thought we were fighting because, like, I fucked his sister and then dropped her or something. You know what I mean? That's how intensely we were fighting.
So what do you think it was really about?
Well, I don't know. This is what the whole thing is. It's like, how do we communicate better with it? How do we put our deep-seated hatred of ourselves and everybody around us aside, and so we can just communicate with each other?
So we can just go out and get shit-faced rather than screaming at each other for 2 hours about...
Because Bill and my frequency, if we hang out for 3 days, one of those days there's going to be a
blowout.
You guys have known each other for a really long time, right?
Actually, no.
Like 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah.
And how close are you? Very close?
In the way guys are close.
Yeah, you're very close.
Let's not make this weird. Okay.
So the closer, it's like I mean,
say Bill's one of my best friends in comedy. Yes, I'd say that, and I think he feels the same way. He'll never say it. But
why do you need me to say it, Joe?
And why did you say in comedy? What I guess you probably mean is one of your best friends.
He clarifies it. He clarifies it.
Bill's one of my best friends. The only reason I say in comedy is because I have had very distinct parts of my life that I have very close friends from those parts. So I say, this guy's my best friend from college. This guy's my best friend
who act
in
like
comedy.
assholes when they play beer pong.
Do you get into those kind of arguments with them?
Sometimes, yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I argue with people a lot. I mean, it's
like dealing with a couple. You know, really is.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I knew it was coming. By the end of this, she's going to say we're gay for each other. All right.
No, but the thing is, the closer people get in a relationship, the more you get into those issues, familial issues, and you know how to push each other's buttons. And so, you're making the face again. Yeah. But I'm right, aren't I?
But why do we...
Yeah, but
I mean... He makes that face when I'm right.
No, you didn't have to say couple.
I know. Well, I don't mean it that way, but it's like when, all right, coworkers.
Listen, Jane, if we're going to have a relationship, you have to be honest and you have to say what you mean. Don't start throwing out these terms that you don't mean.
I'm not saying
that's a big button pusher with me.
Couples, but I didn't say there was well, I don't know, but I didn't say there was a sexual relationship between you. But so it's not about Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Well, that's my point. Like we've argued about politics where. You know what? You know what's so funny? You say it's like couples. We got into a fight one day about politics. So we were fighting so bad in his apartment that he and neither of us would tap out. He literally went over to the sink and started washing dishes like a wife and was yelling at me over the shoulder.
The Brillo
you know what? You're such a fucking loudmouth. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And he was scrubbing dishes.
Hey, I like a neat apartment.
I was like, Jesus
Christ.
It's like
Felix and what's his name?
Exactly. That's exactly what it's like. Yes. It's exactly that kind of thing.
Are you trying to say that I'm Felix and you're Oscar Madison?
No, I think I'm the Felix and you're the Oscar.
Yeah, he's the Felix. I think so too, but I don't know about the dishes. That just...
Well, you know something? It's a sitcom. Okay, and like, you know, then people aren't one-dimensional.
So what also happens in relationships... What?
I just can't believe you got all these credits and you just started talking about those people like they're real people. Well, I don't know about the washing dishes. That seems like we need to do a rewrite on this script here. Joe should be doing the dishes and Bill should be yelling. Yeah, they're fictitious characters, you know?
But that's not what I meant.
He's black, he's white, he's neat, he's dirty. It's the...
Defensive.
Yeah.
So...
Entertaining.
Well, how do we...
It's not always entertaining.
Entertaining.
How do we communicate with each other then? So we get... Let's say Bill and I start talking about a TV show. We start talking about...
Joe, I can tell you right now, you're never not going to annoy me, okay?
Yes.
Why do I annoy you so much?
I don't know why, because I'll tell you right now, there's something about you, like, you just fucking annoy me.
You know what I think it is? I think it's that you care. I think it's that you care about me as a person. You can't deal with that, and it bothers you that we're close.
No, because I'm going to tell you something. Bobby Kelly, I got no problem I got no problem.
Bobby's as shut down as you are.
The fuck up.
Exactly.
Bobby's as shut down as you are.
Yeah,
Okay,
so that's
wait.
what it is. There's something about you, dude. There's something about you. You're just too fucking sensitive, and
It's the thing-
it's creepy.
Wait a minute.
You're creepy, Joe.
You're
I said it.
creepy.
You're creepy.
You're
Wait.
creepy.
But I'm not creepy like that.
I'm freaked out.
Time
I'm not
out.
creepy like. Let us have it out.
Time out. But I think you hit on something. I think it does probably makes you uncomfortable when he's very outwardly. He talks
You know what
about,
he's like? You know what he's like?
What?
He's like that 4-year-old in the fucking plane that I wanted to punch.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
No,
Say that. Look at the anger he has.
I think it's hard for him to hear these feelings.
I think it's hard for you to get the feelings.
to
I think it's
express
hard for
them.
me that you don't.
You know what you are, Joe?
Let me finish my
You're
fucking
like-
sentence. I think it's hard for you to hear the feelings, and it's hard for me that it's hard for you to hear them. So it's
Joe.
we hit a fucking
you see-
wall.
You know what?
Wait.
No, you know what it is? He's desperate. He's desperate. He's like
Joe?
a desperate chick. When a girl's desperate, you don't want to fuck her. There's just something. What does she got?
Joe.
What are
Chlamydia?
you talking about?
Joe, I think that the thing is,
I'm talking about us.
Bill, yeah, he has
God.
all these feelings inside, but it's hard for it makes him feel weird to express them, and you express them, and you probably bring them up in him, and it makes him uncomfortable. That's
Wow, she's awesome. That's
It may-
totally it. Because I know other people like him, and if guys like, I'm only comfortable around guys who are like me. They're like, oh, you see the fucking Bruins game last night? Like, I can hang out with that, but I get like around someone like him, where every once in a while he just goes off on a sonnet, going, we've been doing this radio show for a while, and I just fucking
Yeah, but then you call him.
I want to run out of it,
But
run away from it.
It's scary. The closeness is scary. But then at 3 a.m., you call him and say how you really feel.
Yeah, like some drunk divorcee.
I didn't mean to hit you, baby.
So, in your relationship with your girlfriend,
This is
maybe-
really dangerous what we're doing here, by the way.
I know.
We're really getting into the nuts and bolts of why we're semi-entertaining.
But that may be what happens in your relationship. You get closer and closer, and then something gets triggered, and it freaks you out, and then you sort of freak and get mad at the Time
feelings,
Warner
yeah.
person.
But let me say this: just like
there's no defending Time Warner people. Okay, I
No,
could
but
have
that's
been, I could have grown up in like I don't know what the
But that's the safe
perfect,
place to take the
perfect
anger out.
situation, dude. Mr. Rogers would flip out at people at Time Warner. They're
It's the degree of flipping out, though. That's what your girlfriend's saying.
Oh, absolutely. But you
Yeah,
also have to
it's not
understand that
that-
Time Warner Cable told me that they've had people do drive-bys. Okay, so let's not make these people.
There's
out
always
to be
reality.
saints.
There's always reality.
Thank you. I appreciate you acknowledging that.
There is always reality.
Okay.
But then it's, it gets blown out of proportion, just like the spinach. Oh, I love that
Yeah,
spinach
you're going back
line.
to it. I swear to God. Can I write the forward of your
wait,
book?
there
And
was-
I want to be sitting there.
There was another
in the
one.
book, and I want to have
Right.
my head in my hand, smiling with the sweater on. That's what I want to do.
What she's saying, Bill, is that it's not a falsehood that
Right.
Time Warner sucks and that they're assholes and they have drive-bys. She's saying it should make you punch a table. That's what she's saying.
Oh, really?
No,
when
no,
you're
not
saying
that
that
it
she
should,
forgot to give out the homework,
But
Joe?
that it does.
Here's the
Fucking
thing.
kiss
I
ass.
got to say this.
Okay.
As you feel uncomfortable around me because I get sensitive and stuff like that, I feel uncomfortable around you because I feel like you're going to fucking snap at me at any minute. Remember that we went to see Aerosmith?
See, I'm my dad. I'm the same fucking guy.
We
It's
went to
terrible.
see Aerosmith, and I made like some passing comment about, we were in traffic. This is a true story. We were in traffic, right? And
Danny, this is going to be one of these omni asshole stories. Here
No,
we go.
it's not. It's not.
No.
Listen, because then I'll come back with I'm a pussy
Keeping
story.
the laughs going, Joe.
We were in traffic going to see Aerosmith, and he was so mad about how bad traffic was, and he was like, "God damn it, the fucking like you, right?" And then I made a remark about New York where I go, you know why there's traffic? This fucking shit, I'm so sick of it. Because every douchebag with a goddamn acoustic guitar has to move to this fucking city because they think they have a dream and whatever. And I was trying to make him feel better. And he's like, well, who the fuck are you to say that nobody can fucking come here? You came here with your fucking dream. And we got into this goddamn legendary we were screaming at each other for an hour in the car. And then you know when it stopped? We never said sorry. We never made up. All that was a car drove by and the license plate said DeRosa. And in the middle of the in the middle of the fight, he goes, look, DeRosa. And we started laughing. And then 10 minutes later, we're watching Aerosmith. And we're like, this is fucking great.
Well, you know what happens, though?
Speaking of which, how come we got to let Aaron know now that whenever we do it in here, we got to have him come down.
Yeah, we do.
For the next one.
We dropped the ball on that.
We dropped the ball on that. Aaron, if you listen, we apologize.
Aaron Neville?
No, Aaron is Joe Perry's son, and he comes on the show. He's a good kid.
Who
Anyway,
hooked us up with tickets. And how do we repay him? By not
By
telling
getting
him
in a huge argument?
By not telling him. No. Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead. What, I'm going to argue with the therapist? Yeah, you're right. By getting into a huge argument? Okay.
No, go on. Sorry.
Okay, you know something? What annoyed me later on that night is
What?
Aaron gets us backstage, right? Totally cool. We get to meet Joe Perry, right? It was awesome night. So then we go out to the drum set. We're going to get it. And we both play drums, right?
I know.
It's before, and we go to take this picture in front of Tommy Lee's drum kit, and I want it to be this cool picture, and he just it's just so sheepishly I don't think we should be out here. Like, that's his posture, and he ruined the fucking picture.
fuck off.
How did
I have it. I have it on my website.
You got annoyed at that?
Wait, how did it ruin the picture?
Why did it ruin the picture?
Because it was this key had to be all fucking sensitive, like, oh, good.
But you weren't being. You don't have to. The thing is, you can still be yourself and think it's cool and have fun with it. And he can feel
but when
like
he's
it's uncomfortable.
fucking got the posture of a shrimp
But
in the
but
picture.
does that have to affect you?
Did you ever think...
You know what? You're right. No, it doesn't. But I allow it to affect me.
Well, see, what happens, I think...
No, you know, I do this tit for tat thing. He was giving me shit about being a jerk in the car, so I had to come up with something. Well, he was a jerk.
Well, maybe that is
childish.
that
I was
like
going
your
to bring up
parents?
the story when I was too sensitive.
Yeah, Jane, could you stop interrupting? You want to...
I was going to say the thing when I was too sensitive. I'm saying in turn with Bill, where we'll have situations where we're hanging out and he'll take something out on me that's not my fault, but he's just looking for an argument. We have situations where we're all having a good time, whatever, and then he says one thing that hurts my feelings or something, and then I will ruin the hangout.
Do you tell him that he hurts your feelings?
Yes, and that doesn't make him any less angry.
He pouts.
You know, I'll tell you. I'll say it to piss me off that you said that. Or, you know, and we'll fight, and then and
that immediately annoys me because then he's getting all sensitive.
And then
you know, you just said something, and I felt like this.
But what I'm saying is this. I'm saying we're coming from two opposite ends of the spectrum. He's coming from this.
I don't think that's what it is. What I think it is when people get close.
Oh, and my parents stuck around, lady. Okay? Don't even suggest that.
You know what? Gee, that's a button and a half. When people are in relationships, see how that was a button he knew to push.
Right.
People just.
That's a joke. It's
we reenact ways of relating that we're familiar with as children, and it's both people. Right? So I'm right again. Look at his face.
Well, yeah.
I like being right with
Look
you.
at you little Rush Limbaugh. See, I told you so. You're all impressed with yourself, aren't you? You are. You're great at this.
No, I'm not. So it's a co-construct, right? So whatever is pushing.
Now.
All right, so that
you
means...
You need to define that to me and certainly most of our listeners.
A co-construct is that in every relationship, it's a relationship with not just yourself. There's another person in it. So the two of you have a relationship. So people are drawn to people that sort of help them reenact childhood, often not great ways of communicating. So,
let me give the layman's terms. You end up wanting to get away from the psychos you grew up with, and you end up surrounding yourself with the exact same psychos. Oh, that's what you're saying, Jay.
Well, yeah, kind of. It's not. It's just that, like, I think there's a little bit of, for both, it's got to be something. Something goes on for you with him that is a reminder. Like, maybe, I don't know if it's
what I was going to say is when I get upset, the way I was brought up, when I said the opposite ends thing, when I get upset, when I was brought up, all I had to do was go to my mom and be like, I'm upset. And she'd go, okay, it's okay, I'm sorry. And she'd
cut the crust off your sandwich, wouldn't she?
And so it's pouty behavior, and it's not good. It's not good behavior to be reinforced. Bill, on the other hand, it was the opposite.
I got hit by a car one time, right? Got hit by this Jeep. And when I came into the house, my mother, well, that's what you get for driving your bike in the street, you idiot.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, it wasn't that bad. And that's how she showed love. That's how she showed concern, when she would get, like, mad.
I can see you really believe that.
No, yeah. Well, no, I mean...
So how important does a kid...
My mother still sends me candy on Easter. She makes cookies during Christmas. She mails them to me.
My mom does that, too.
Huh?
My mom does that,
Your
too.
mother babied you, Maya. Your mother wasn't as good a mother as my mother.
Fuck off!
My mother would drop your mother right in her fucking house coat.
My mom loved me.
Choke her out with your apron.
Love.
The thing is, we all have...
She didn't. Hey, who's watching MILF porn? Me or you?
Huh? Who's screaming at people for no fucking reason?
You and me.
Oh, fuck off. I scream at
You
people...
told an hour's worth of fucking stories about doing it.
For justice, Bill. For justice to be served.
Oh, yeah, and you see his little fucking Mussolini complex where then everybody
not gonna take
and everybody
it
starts
anymore.
clapping.
I never yelled at you for no reason. I never blamed you for traffic in the goddamn street. You've picked fights with me. Admit that. Admit that you pick fights with me.
I won't admit that.
Wait a minute.
Don't tell me what to do.
You do.
Wait. But see,
No, Joe,
now,
it's the way we fucking interact.
Now you're
It's a
picking a fight
co-construct, Joe. Joe, it's a co-construct.
it is. Something triggers one of you, which triggers the other one, and then you just get into this. Does it have a sameness about each argument? Sort of feels the same.
She's calling us hacks.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it's really something really from your childhood. And it's being replayed in some way.
Is it ever something in the moment? Could he ever just be a douchebag, like
you don't
in
really,
that moment?
But, well, of course, there's reality. There's some reality in everything.
I'm picking up on this. There's reality. There's co-construct.
You're going to be a therapist by the time you're going to stop being funny, and you're going to
that'd be it. Yeah.
Stop being funny.
He never started. Hey now. All right, we're gonna take a break here.
What are we at? Yeah.
All right.
And we're at the porn.
Well, listen, we're gonna discuss Joe and his MILF porn. Then you can get into the kind of porn that I want, which goes along the lines of it's just brutal. I actually swore off porn. Yeah, it was all violent and shit. It's really ugly.
Interesting.
Not interesting. It's horrific. We're gonna be discussing that when we get back. We wrap up the hour here with our greatest guest ever, Jane Burbank. Discussing anger.
We're
on
the
Uninformed.
truckers now.
Uninformed. Oh my God! If we could have had the truckers call in, half the stuff that they would reveal and the other half that they would make up, it would just be awesome. All right, you're listening to Uninformed.
Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
Exactly right. You're listening to Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa, our special guest Jane Burbank, and we're listening to music Joe deliberately picked to try to piss me off. From There Might Be Giants.
They Might Be Giants.
The guy thinks through his nose, too.
Yeah.
I'm your only friend.
Did you hear the lyrics, though, Bill? I'm your friend. I'm your only friend. Maybe I feel that way.
I told you I don't listen to the lyrics, Joe.
Maybe you don't listen to a lot of things, Bill. Maybe that's why Jane's here.
Maybe I see through you, Joe.
Ooh.
Maybe I see through the fact that you didn't play that to tell me that you're my friend. You fucking did it to annoy me, and it worked.
You're right.
All right, and when we went to the break, we'd been screwing Joe to the wall there over there about his MILF. Yeah, that's how his anger. Somehow he wants to bang somebody's mom, which I just think is un-American.
We didn't
and
say
I think
that.
he has ties to the Al Qaeda. So now it's time to get into my porn, which actually, I got to tell you something. Like, I actually was starting to go down this route. I just, it just kept getting darker and darker and more evil and more sadistic. And I actually...
Participating or just watching?
Yeah, I'm talking about porn. Yeah, no.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't watching, like...
You weren't making it. You were watching it.
Yeah, I wasn't going down to, like, the vault... Or one of these places, these places that rich people's, yeah, like one of those eyes wide shut kind of places. No, Jesus Christ, no, we're just talking about renting porn.
See?
I drew the line. I keep wanting to say Max Headroom. What is that guy? Max Hardcore.
Max Hardcore.
Oh yeah, just yeah. See, he's like thumbs up over there, and it's just like it's just one of those things where
yeah, he gets a little too much for me.
Yeah, and at some point it went to the point I just started looking at him like. This guy, like, there's a major part of me that is like this guy. I just couldn't handle. Like, that's when I actually started thinking porno was bad, and I stopped watching it. So I weaned myself off like a crackhead. I
watch a little bit now, though.
You know what I do? I stick with the U porn.
And you showed me some clips where.
Oh, it's terrible! It's terrible, dude. It's not that sadistic shit. Like
I know
that stuff. Like that stuff. Hardcore. I mean, he's borderline raping those girls. It's just bad, man. It was bad.
I'm not saying that's not bad, but I'm saying like it's just funny. The clips you showed me. You were like one day like you got to see this clip.
That girl was
just
beautiful.
Like some naked girl in slow motion.
She was gorgeous.
Like, what is this, a fucking Chris Isaac video? I can't whack off. I need something.
You know what? And you know what's funny about that? What he's talking about, his idea of porn being, what is this, a Chris Isaac video? The girl actually, it was anal sex was involved in it, so I don't think it was like a Chris Isaac video. All right.
So that's not very sadistic, is it?
What isn't?
This beautiful woman having a...
No, I'm saying I kind of wean myself off it. But believe me, every time I go by one of those porno stores, like it's kind of like after you've been addicted to heroin, you're still like, Max Hardcore. Wonder what he's doing
People
these days.
do become addicted to porn.
Okay, but I'm saying like...
but you're saying very sadistic porn.
Yeah.
Well, addiction, I mean, being sort of compulsive about porn is being compulsive about porn, whether it's... sadistic or not, but
what's the difference?
And what do you mean by sadistic? I guess I'd have to say that because sadistic means different things to different people.
Yeah, he's calling her all these names. He's slapping her ass. She doesn't really look like she's enjoying it. Her face is like all the way into the couch.
You mean it's like a rape kind of fantasy?
Yeah, he swings her around by her hair, very cavemanish.
But then there's porn like that where the chicks are they really like they're being like but like they're getting the shit kicked out.
I'll tell you what was bad. I kept meeting girls who were into that stuff. Like I was sitting there, like this girl's going, like watching pornos with me. One of those girls you just know it's going to be a great evening there, Joe.
Yep.
And
replication.
Yeah, she actually watched the. She started watching that Max Hardcore thing. I'm like, and I was sitting there saying to her like, yeah, this is too bad. This is like over the top, right? And then she was just like going like, oh no, she was asking for it. She wanted it or some stuff like that. So then that girl actually ended up being too. You ever have a girl tell you to slap her in the face? She ended up just being like, and I'm just like, look, I'm not gonna. Yeah. No. She wasn't slapping the face. She was a girl who wanted me to choke her, and it's like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, choke.
She's like, why?
I can't do it.
And I was like, because I'm not going to have you naked.
And
in
dead.
Not even dead, just unconscious with my fingerprints around your neck and just be like, actually she was asking me to do it.
Yeah.
And, so
exactly, that idea.
Yeah, choke is scary. Choke is scary. The, damn it. Shit. It's gone.
The hell's wrong with you?
I had something in my head about that I wanted to add to this porn thing. And it's gone. That's what it was. What's the difference between asking? What's the difference? You say addicted. Well, how do you know if you're addicted? What if you just really like it?
That's fine. But I have had patients who they can't not watch it. They can't. They go from one compulsion to another.
Oh shit, we're fine.
No, it's
like you mean they're just watching it just to watch it. It's not
they
like
have. Well, they like it, but they need. It's like needing a drink. It's like
they can't reach orgasm unless they're watching that. They probably can't have an orgasm with another person at that point.
It's really.
I know you're the professional.
No, right. It's usually a way. It's usually people. I mean, we've all had a lot of pain in our lives, but it's usually significant childhood pain where they want to blur things out, blot things out, so they get involved in something that they're not involved in, Oh,
like voyeurism or something.
Well, like watching, repeated anything, or doing a lot of drugs, or drinking a lot, or to numb the pain.
Oh, yeah. So you just keep doing something, slamming your head against the wall, basically, so you don't have to think about it. Well, if you want to hear a microcosm of mine and Joe's relationship, we actually just realized that we have on our cell phones, this is how me and Joe communicate. So just so you know, this isn't just like, we're hamming it up here for the show. This is literally the voicemails. What did I leave you? When you were coming back from your Air Canada episode.
This is literally the story I told earlier in the show. After all that shit happened with Air Canada, I land.
And I knew he had gone through all that stuff. And I wanted to welcome him back to the country, but
you didn't know you didn't hear that story till today.
I didn't.
No,
you already told me that story.
I couldn't have it. It was 7:00 in the morning. When the hell would I have told you this? You just called.
No, wait a minute. Wait, I'm getting confused.
You mean he added insult to injury?
Oh wait, I just knew you. I know why. I know why I left
Canada.
That's why I left the message. You're right. I left the message because I didn't like his whole, hey, this is Joe DeRosa. I'll be out of the country for the next couple of days.
Yeah, like
he's in fucking Paris shooting a movie.
He got angry.
When in reality, you were in Edmonton working Uncle Funny's.
Well, I couldn't use my phone. I left an appropriate message.
Hey, Joe, I'm not saying my anger is.
Why does it? What was
rational.
upsetting about him saying I'll be out of the country for a few days?
Because I'm to be.
No. What does it made? What did it?
It's one of those comedy things where comedians. I'm going to blame everybody rather than take myself down. Where anytime somebody gets a little hoity-toity there, you got to take them down a notch.
So it was about him feeling good about himself a little bit.
It wasn't even feeling good.
Yeah, she's talking to me, Joe.
I'm trying to.
Why do you feel the need to interrupt?
I'm trying.
You afraid we're going to leave and abandon you?
I'm just trying to say. I was wondering what button it pushed for you that you would.
I got it. You know what it was? Anytime anybody started stepping outside themselves in my house, everybody would knock them down. So then I do that now.
So Joe, he's out of the country. What does he think he's doing something? So subconsciously, I got to trash him. It's not like I don't want him to do something, but it's all. And like the other half of it is, it's just.
Well, now you're so used to busting his chops that
Yeah.
it just comes naturally.
We do it. All right, let's play the clip. This is.
So I land, and this is the voicemail.
Joe, after.
No one cares about you enough that you need to leave a fucking 5-minute goddamn outgoing message with 58 different numbers. You can also reach me at 740. You can fucking email me. No one cares, Joe. I hope this is the first message you get when you get back to the country.
And it was.
Welcome back to the States, you cunt.
So that was when he left me.
Welcome back to the States, you cunt.
Yeah.
After you've been through that whole
I didn't know it, though.
thing.
I guess I did know.
Like, no sleep, up for, 12 hours, whatever it was.
No luggage.
Yeah. Getting back into LaGuardia, no luggage. And not only no luggage, but I have to go do shit that day. It's not like I can just go home and go to sleep. I have to go do shit.
Quit your whining.
So I'm fucking furious. So then I call him back, and this is the message I leave him immediately.
Jesus, Danny.
Yeah, Bill. I just got back from the States, and your message was the first message that I got. And you're exactly what the fuck I was in the mood for this morning after they lost my fucking luggage. And I've been traveling since 12:30. That's what I wanted to hear was your miserable fucking ass on my voicemail. You know what I give all the details, Bill, all the options, and I have to spell it out for a half hour. It's for brain dead, old, bitter assholes like yourself that need to be led through things because they can't figure out how to open fucking email attachments. No matter how many times I send it to them with directions printed in the body of the email, I still get messages. Man, I couldn't open that script. That's what's that long, you fucking dumb dick.
You know, my first reaction is you sounded really hurt. Actually.
Why do you keep starting with him?
I'm not. This is balanced. You don't feel like it's balanced, but it is.
I think it's been pretty balanced. I felt left out a few times today.
I mean, the thing is, you didn't know. You actually did not know that he'd been through all of that stuff.
No, he just left, if you can't reach, here's my email, here's my second email, and all this type of shit. Like he was Spielberg. It annoyed me.
Well,
that's what it did. I just wanted to leave you a fucking message, and you didn't have that bypass hit pound thing where I could get around it at that point or whatever.
I do. You just hit pound.
Yeah, but you didn't say that in the beginning.
Well,
you say that in your message now.
How many times am I gonna tell you to just do it?
Joe, everybody's phone is different, you fuck.
But no. I don't say it in the message now. I said it in the message before the Canada message, but
no, if you had that, I would have hit it. You did not. No, you didn't. Now you do.
Wait a minute.
And I appreciate it.
No,
Jane,
but
wait.
stay out of this.
No.
You didn't.
But
you
wait.
Didn't.
No.
You didn't.
You're wrong. I had it. I had it before the Canada message, and I changed it.
Ooh, you're pounding the table. Now you're right.
I changed it for Canada, but like I said in the message, if it's not spelled out for you, it's in one ear and out the goddamn other.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think that you felt hurt too.
No.
You, in other words, you felt like he's leaving all this stuff all over the thing, and you had no clue how to really get him, and you really wanted to talk. You needed to talk to him or something. Or you know what?
You know what? We're always going to be like this. I just realized this. We're always going to be like this.
But some of it is kind of the way that you keep closeness with each other. It seems
you had to bring it there, right? I ended it on a nice laugh, and then you know what? Wait, let's do it. Go ahead. You know what? We're gonna end this segment here, and I want you to just speak in that therapist voice and try to make us as uncomfortable as possible about being friends with each other. Okay? Just give us your overall synopsis.
Okay.
I don't want to put you on the spot here. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but I'm just saying. So what would you say in the future?
What would I say? What I would say is if basically it sounds like the two of you are very close to each other. It sounds like you even have similar feelings about things, but have different ways. He wanted the voice, different ways of expressing them. But it also sounds like there are arguments you might be able to avoid if you worked on what the underlying reasons are for each of your pain. How's that? Is it?
There you go, Dr. Jane Burbank. It's not the spinach. What do you want to hype? What do you want to hype before we move on to the other segment? You've been a fantastic guest. I don't know if me and Joe are any closer.
And a lot. I don't know. That was very, very, very informative.
I think it was.
You got a website? You got anything you're hawking? Anything you want to sell?
My new book, which is it's not about
the upcoming book. Yeah, the upcoming book. It's not about the spinach. You should do that. I'm telling you. On the cover, you shrug your shoulders like, "Hey, I tried to tell you."
Okay, and you'll do the forward.
I will do the forward. Absolutely. Both of us will. We'll be in sweaters, looking all sensitive, like we've actually worked through our issues.
That's right.
You just got to kick us 2%.
So I guess I would say, anybody in a relationship that needs to have somebody help them work it out, it's me.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
And do you want to give the number for your practice or something?
Yeah.
By the way, I guess that'll help, right?
My office is on 7th Avenue. And
how about you give out your email, because we have a lot of psycho listeners. I don't want people to.
Okay.
Yeah.
My email is. Is that what you said?
If you get a lot of bad emails, I'm sorry.
Jane Burbank at mac.com.
Mac.com, yeah.
All right. Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Great.
well, thank you so much for having us. You're listening to Uninformed. We're going to take a break here. And once again, our thanks to our very special guest, Jane Burbank. And look for her upcoming book in stores. It's not the spinach.
It's not about...
It's Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
All right. Hey, you're listening to Uninformed, Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa, and you're listening to the pretentious music. But Joe, who is this? The Gypsy Kings?
They Might Be Giants. Great band. One of my favorites.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't like this, Bill? Come on.
Well, I thought it was 8. He's saying a bunch of countries. Okay, yeah, I heard Johnny Cash do it, and it was cool.
They didn't write that song.
Cleveland, Delaware.
That's an old standard, that song.
Worcester. Cranston.
I've been everywhere.
Man, could you sing all the awful comedy clubs you played recently, Joe? I've been to the Comic Strip, Funny Bone.
That's funny.
All right, man. So that was
what?
it. Jesus Christ, man, that was fucking creepy.
So what, Bill?
She really got into the nuts and bolts there.
She got into your nuts and bolts over there.
How do you feel? How do you feel about something?
That was fucking great, dude. That was great. I agree with you. I think it was our best guest ever.
Yeah, she was good. Whatever.
I think that we got to the core of ourselves, Bill. I feel closer
you know what's funny?
to you.
We ended up arguing the second we got off it. Joe, no, is near closer. I got the walls back up, okay? That was for entertainment purposes only. I'm riding this anger thing into the ground. All right.
That's a shame, Bill.
See? Now you're talking like her.
You know, I feel sorry for you sometimes.
How does that make you feel, Joe? Just cancel each other out.
I'm looking at an issue of Hustler here.
Uh-huh.
Margaret Cho is in here, which is...
Doing what?
I guess an interview.
Good.
But then they got like these like pictures of Jennifer Aniston on a beach. John Mayer is hooking up with Jennifer Aniston now.
Yeah, you said that during the break. It didn't upset you, Joe.
Yeah, I can't take it anymore. This guy, I mean, he seems like a nice enough guy. I've seen him around the clubs and stuff.
Stop covering your bases. He annoys you.
I can't take it. It's just how much fuck I can't take it.
I want to run through the halls of my high school. Joe, I swear to God, man, when the wrong
Danny, pull up that John Mayer song.
I can scream at the top of my lungs.
They, first he was fucking, dude. He fucked Jessica Simpson, dude.
Hey,
he fucked Jessica Simpson. Now he's fucking Jennifer Aniston.
What are you gonna do, Joe? What are you gonna argue about? I mean,
it upsets me because Jennifer Aniston clearly likes guys that are mildly out of shape with dark curly hair. I feel like I might have possibly had a shot with her if I was famous
we'll send
enough.
a clip of you playing the drums, Joe.
I'm just not famous.
She used to go out with that other guy with the fake dreads that came out of the top. He looked like a Muppet.
The guy from Counting Crows.
Yeah.
They suck. I hate them. Meanwhile, if they walked in here, I'd be kissing their ass, trying to get next to one of the chicks from Friends that he popped. That he stooped to.
Well, I can't even remember the songs they sang. Mrs. Jones.
Mrs. Jones and me. There was that song.
Yeah,
oh.
It was Mr. Jones. That wasn't that bad. Counting Crows. That's pretty good.
It stunk, Danny.
I liked it. Look at the album.
Here it is.
This will get you Jennifer Aniston, Jessica Simpson, and who else?
That's enough. I think that's it, but that's enough. He's popped a few more. I sound like Dave Let's wait for.
What? He's a famous guy. He's getting a bunch of hot ass.
I want to finger Jennifer Aniston.
All right, cut it off. Cut it off.
Jessica Simpson blowjob. I'm jealous. I'm fucking jealous. There's no other word for it.
He whispers more. Good for him, man.
The big hook's coming now.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah? Do you like this song too, Danny?
What's the name of the song?
Wee.
It's called No Such Thing.
Is that what this called?
It's called Wee.
That's what it feels like. Put the top down on some cheap convertible.
I wanna run through the halls tonight.
You want to run with your arms flapping behind you?
I can see it. I can see him running, and here comes Aniston from the other direction.
Oh, yeah.
And they just kiss. They probably don't even have sex. They just kiss and hold hands.
Yeah, and then he lets her know
carnival.
that he does a little stand-up on the side.
Yeah. You want some cotton candy? Let's get some cotton
That's
candy.
what that song is. That song, the same way my anger frightens people, he's the inverse, where he just makes women feel like there's a breeze blowing through their hair, and next thing you know,
damn it.
He's in there. God
we're
bless
in the
him,
wrong
man.
Business. We're in the wrong. God bless you, John Mayer. I'm jealous of you. You got it, boy. You got it, my friend. Look at this chick. Look how fucking hot she is.
He could actually have terminal cancer and still be happy about it. You know, when he looked back on his life. When he looked back in the halls of his fucking life. He'd still be getting
better sets than me at the cellar.
Well, I actually had a John Mayer moment when I was in L.A. I got to sit in and play drums with the Victor Wooten Band, Joe.
I know, man. That's
3
awesome.
minutes.
That's awesome.
It was fucking hilarious. They ended up bringing me up on stage and basically just like, you know, just play something, we'll make you sound good, because they're incredible musicians. But I couldn't help but thinking, you know, like in the crowd, like Victor Wooten's like arguably one of the greatest bass players, if not the greatest bass player out there right now. And so there's basically, he's like a musician's musician. And then they bring me up and every fucking musician out there, you know, wanted to go up on stage and jam with him. And then they just dragged this hacky comedian to go up there, and I just started playing a beat. And
do the beat you played.
I don't even do it. I got to be honest with you, I don't even remember, but they started playing Play That Funky Music, White Boy. It was so fucking cheesy, man. It was so fucking cheesy.
Yeah, you jumped the shark right there.
Oh, totally.
What's this?
Who's that?
Victor Wooten.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know any of his stuff, so I just pulled up the first thing I saw.
I don't know that one. Yeah, but he's like on this fucking level. And then I went up there, and then that happened.
It sounds like Primus. I like it.
My name is Vic. I'm going to do a little trick.
Ooh, and that happened.
Yeah. Go ahead. I don't want you to start trashing because they hooked me up.
He's probably a cool guy. But that part sounded like Primus. That.
Yeah. No, he's played with like everybody. So
that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. I got to do.
Yeah, but I was sitting there feeling like you know, John Mayer does stand up. There's stand ups who like resent it. I think I'm looking at one.
I got to do, so we're all even. Mayer got to do stand-up, right? The stand-ups present that. You got to play drums with Victor Wooten, right?
Uh-huh.
So the musicians present that. And then I just got to do a part on a TV show with Dave Navarro, just because they thought I was a funny comedian. So how many fucking actors?
So when it comes all the way around, you can't hate John Mayer.
Dude, it was a party scene. Yeah. And there were like 16 people just, you know, background. You know how fucking pissed they would have been if I was like, I don't know, they just thought I was funny.
But that's what I'm saying. So you can't get mad. You can't get mad at John Mayer.
Yeah, I like all the lines. Oh, boy. Yeah, you're right, John Mayer. God bless you. You're doing it. You're doing it. All
right. So I don't know. I thought you were gonna be a little more angry about that, Joe. But you know what? The therapist came in here and she sucked the life out of you.
You know, we got it. Well, I'm not angry at the guy. I'm jealous of him. But we all make the good point. You got to do something that you shouldn't have got to do. I got to do something
I had no business doing.
We should do the monologues bit. We want to. That's our new reoccurring thing.
Oh, our new reoccurring
as
thing.
We talk about stand-up comedy.
This is basically for people who didn't listen to our last episode. We're trying to predict. You got three people. Kind of. You don't know who's going to win. McCain, Obama.
Right.
And who's the other one? Clinton, right? I have not watched one fucking debate. I just can't watch people dance around questions. But, anytime there's a new president, they always have like those awful monologue jokes. So we're going to predict January of 2009.
Yeah.
Awful monologue jokes. And who are you going to be impersonating, Joe? What late night personality?
I'm going to do Craig Ferguson again.
Craig Ferguson. I'm going to do Jay Leno because we're both one-dimensional.
Yeah.
And we can, okay. Let me hear your first one. What are you going to do? What do you got? You got a Barack?
I got a Barack one.
Okay, let me hear you, Barack. This is for you people listening. These are some of the awful monologue jokes you can look forward to in January 2009.
Let me try to get into this accent. Folks.
Wait, before we go, Danny, you got... Okay, all right, we're ready to go.
Folks, big debate. The big debate now, it's all about the gas prices. You know, Hillary's trying to pass a bill that says she'll save us 30 cents a day in gas. Barack's against it. Barack actually wants to take 30 cents a day away from us. I say, hey, I live in L.A. I'm used to giving black guys 30 cents a day. Sometimes it's $1. A lot of homeless folks there, eh? I don't know why I said eh. That was so bad, dude.
All right, I'll give you even worse. Okay, here's my Barack Obama joke. As Jay Leno, The Tonight Show. You're going to hear this joke in January 2009 because we see the fucking future on this show.
Yeah, Barack Obama is he's the first African American president, everybody. Yeah, give it up for him. Yeah. Spokesman for Denny's said, we don't give a shit if he's the son of God. We're still not serving him pancakes.
All right.
Hey, that's not bad. That was a good one. There you go.
Oh, God.
Who do you got? Who do you got next?
Terrible.
You got Hillary
Clinton. Yeah.
All right.
Folks. Jesus. Folks, what do you think of this new female president? I mean, she's not very feminine, huh? She looks a bit like Eddie Money. That should get a laugh there.
Where's your viewer done yet?
Yeah. She looks a bit like Eddie Money, doesn't she? But I guarantee you no one's ever sang Take Me Home Tonight to her. What do you think sex with Hillary would be like? I imagine lots of fellatio. And after you finished, maybe she'd service you as well. Was that clear that I was saying that you'd be blowing her?
I don't know. There's something about your monologue jokes that are eerily as bad as monologue jokes. All right, I got
I'm trying to get in the head of the character.
All right, should I do a Hillary Clinton? We're just going to go back and forth with ours? Okay.
Yeah, do it.
All right, Hillary Clinton. All right, which one I'm going to go with here? Okay, here we go. All right.
Hillary Clinton is president, everyone. Yeah, the first woman in office. Incredible. When asked if she was worried about how much being president can age you, she stated, I'm not worried too much. No matter what happens, I'll never be as ugly as Chelsea. And I'll tell you with that turkey neck, she better never go hunting with Dick Cheney.
See, what was the tag there? That was thrown to the fan.
That was good. All right. Here's one they wouldn't allow on TV, but it's funny.
Okay.
All right.
Folks.
Hillary Clinton was asked in an interview today, now that you're president, I mean, how are you going to do it? I mean, it's really a man's job. You got to be tough. And she said, easy. I'm a cunt.
All right, these are monologue jokes. January 2009. We're predicting the future here. All right, I got a John McCain. All right, here's a John McCain joke. All right, all my jokes start the exact same. John McCain is the new president of the United States, everybody. Yeah, war veteran. Yeah, he got tortured. Okay. When asked what he likes to do to relax during his off time, President McCain replied, I like to meditate, get a massage, and when I want to laugh, I watch The Killing Fields. You see, because he got tortured by a bunch of Asians during the Vietnam War.
All right. This is the last one on my paper.
Okay.
It's McCain. All right. You know, everybody says McCain's too old. I don't think so. It'll be a bit like having pop-up for president. It'll be adorable watching him nod off at the press conferences like it's Thanksgiving dinner. He'll be the first president ever to stop in the middle of a speech to say, wait, need to take my pill.
Boo!
He's old.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Nothing.
Okay.
That's it. That's terrible.
Folks, I just like that.
You have another one? Do one more if you got another one.
I don't know that I have another good one. What do I got? Let me see what I got here.
John McCain, Killing Fields. I did that one. Hillary Clinton. Oh, this is a bad one. Okay, Hillary Clinton is president, and what does old Slick Bill have to say about it? Evidently, he said he's happy. Yeah, of course he's happy. Now he can finger blast. Sorry, I fucking blew it. All right, what is that? What does old Bill have to say about it? He says he's happy. Well, of course he's happy. Now he can finger blast the fat chick. Without having to worry about all those pesky phone calls. Insurgents are attacking. Hey, pass that on to Hillary. You say he doesn't have to answer the phones because he's not president anymore. There you go. Come on, round of applause. You got that in there? There we go. Monologue jokes. January 2009.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful.
Dude, I think those were pretty funny.
That's beautiful.
If only the goddamn monologues.
That's beautiful. Coming up, we're gonna close it out with Women Who Ruin Porn today.
Oh, you know what's bad too is the one I picked. We were just in the back room because we're kind of doing this show on the fly. I actually picked the porno, and you guys were actually like, "No, I didn't actually find this offensive." Folks,
we'll talk. We should talk about that when we play the clip. You know what? Oh, I had an idea though. I had an idea about these monologue jokes things.
Mm-hmm. Are you still doing the show right now?
Yeah.
Okay. You just started sounding like you were pitching shit.
No. I'm saying I have an idea.
Hey, dude, I'm right back in the show.
For the listeners.
I'm back into reality.
Yeah, we're doing this. For the listeners, honestly, what do you think of this? I've never told you. I'm pitching it to you on the air.
Okay.
We should get we should get a listener or an intern to take all of the shitty monologue jokes that we've done and that we're going to keep doing, because it's obviously going to be a recurring thing, and send him to a club and get him on stage. But he's got to do them like they're his real jokes, and let's see what we'll tape it and see what the
but he has to do them as
he's got to do them as
himself.
himself, yeah. But let's just see what the laugh ratio is.
All right, he has to do them as himself, but he has to wear a suit and act like he's on late night television.
Yeah, but he can't. But here's the thing: he can't fake.
Do you think any listener has this ability to go up at the first time?
Let's make one of the interns do it. Can we get one of the interns to do that?
Yeah, it shouldn't
not
be too
make
hard.
one of the interns. You know what I'm saying? Though, like, let's see if one of the interns will do it.
Yeah, that's easy.
They probably want to do it, right?
That'll be the contest.
But here's the thing:
who's getting more laugh, mine or yours?
But he can't say I'm pretending to be a late night guy. We just got to see.
Oh yeah.
He's just got to sell the jokes. Let's see how dumb the people really fucking are.
Okay.
If they really start laughing.
Dude, I actually like writing these. These are fucking hard to do, man.
They're really
I like
hard.
how you tied in the gas price issue. I never thought to go there. I just go the simple route. I just go, what did they get in trouble for? They said something racist,
No, they're fucking hard, man. They're hard to write, dude.
If they're weird looking.
Doug
was a really
Stanhope said that once. When he was doing I saw him doing a show, and he was talking about doing the Man Show.
Oh, he's so funny, man. That guy's awesome.
And he goes, I hated doing that fucking shit. He goes, do you know how hard it is to write shitty comedy? It's fucking impossible.
Oh, to deliberately write bad stuff?
He's like, you're trying to write this dumb shit for the show, and he's like, it sucked, and it's impossible. It's so fucking hard.
Well, especially when you're in the mindset of that guy where he's like so not... He's not even basic cable. Like half the stuff that guy said wouldn't make it on. And I'm saying that in a good way. If people listening, man, he's fucking hilarious. It's that stuff. That's like I always tell you. Like when people talk to you about working clean versus working dirty, And I actually wrote a blog about this, Joe, and you can see it on myspace.com/Burr. No, I actually realized that that's what I realized. You ever go to a college and you work totally squeaky clean and you still get complaints?
Yeah.
That's when you realize that working clean doesn't only mean don't curse. It also means, don't have any opinions that are going to offend. I would go on stage and I would literally not even say heck. I'd probably say that, but I mean, I totally clean it up. And then they would just come up to me and be like, yeah, we just thought that, you were promoting cruelty to animals and violence against women. And it's like, you told me not to curse. I didn't curse. And then I would still end up getting complaints. Because I'm a rebel, Joe. I'm one of those comics, man. I make society uncomfortable.
Well, you learn as you go.
You're supposed to trash me there, Joe. Now I sounded like I actually meant it.
I knew you were kidding.
Oh, okay.
I was but no,
with your finger?
That's no. That's the thing with the college. You learn as you go is what I'm trying to say. Is that you just have to be yourself because you can't. What are you going to do? Because if you sell this fake version of you then you get to the school or the gig, and then they're like, well, we don't want the real you. We want the fake you that you sent us on the tape.
Oh, but you got to sell them the fake one because you got to pay your rent.
You know? It's hard.
You know how many knackers I bombed at? They got these things out there for all our listeners. They got these things on knacker. And you basically go, there's all these representatives. I'll just tell it to you, Dan, so I don't feel like I'm talking to people out in TV land there.
Okay.
They have like all the representatives from the colleges, the talent agents, and you go up there, you do 8 minutes.
Like a showcase? Or?
Yeah, like 6 minutes, and you try to get all these schools. And basically, if you go up there and you do your real act, you don't get any schools. People come up to you like, well, I thought you were funny, but, the people at the school, blah, blah, blah. So what you do is they teach you basically what you learn out of that is if you want to work is to be a phony jackass. And even your agents tell you that. They go, just go up there, just do all your nicest, cleanest stuff. And then once you get booked, then go in there, then do your real act. So that's how you end up getting the complaints because you sell yourself basically doing, hey, Hillary Clinton is president.
Hard.
You go up there like that, and then you show up. You
so
start
hard.
talking about your
I've had to pass up money before though. I've had some corporate things that were offered to me for like fucking $3 or $5 grand for a half an hour, but they'd be like, you can't. It has to be all positive.
Jesus Christ.
Stuff about like one. They were like it's like $3,500, and they were like, I was like, great. Can you be clean? I was like, sure. I can be clean.
Where'd you have to go to get it?
It was in Pennsylvania. It was close.
So you don't have to pay for a plane ticket?
No, and I was like, I can be clean, but they were like, here's what we want. You can't talk about religion. You can't talk about children in a negative way. You can't talk about sex in any way. Nothing political. Nothing defame. It was like crazy. I was like, well, what do you guys want me to talk about? They're like, we want you to do like inconveniences during flying, what it's like to work in an office. And I was like, sorry, this hurts me to say this, but I can't. So just...
You said no to the gig?
Yeah, what was I going to do?
You know what you should have done? You should have gone, do what we just did there. You just mock it. $3,500? I would have gone up there and just tried to have the most fucking craziest anger I could have over like fucking like an end table. Just get up there and just start screaming, what's the deal with end tables? And just keep screaming that shit. You collect your $3,500, you get out.
Yeah, I guess so, I don't know. I kind of knew the chick that was booking. I didn't want to fuck her with her company, I just figured it was better to just walk away from it. I'm an honest guy, Bill. I'm an honest guy.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm to a fault.
Why
honest.
are you stuttering?
I'm serious. I'm to a fault. I'm honest. To a fault. I suck at lying. I'm not good at it. I'm just not. I'm very obvious when I lie.
Okay, tell me a lie. I totally set you up. You should have said, I enjoy you, Bill. I enjoy you as a person.
I was gonna say, I'm really happy you're staying with me for a couple days this week, but
You know what, dude? I'm really getting sick of you trying to overcompensate every time I come to town, because we had this big fight about, I was staying there one time and you were like, what the fuck? I'm paying rent. You're always
No, I
crashing
didn't say
it.
that.
Oh, whatever. Shut up. But what I'm saying, ever since we had that
Why are you
fight...
telling me to shut up?
Because I don't want to fucking get back into the rest of it. I just want to get to the
What
goddamn...
is this? Where was this? Where was this napkin before you threw it at me?
Oh, I blew my nose on it.
Did you really?
No, I didn't. I just been fucking winding it up.
No, because I feel bad when you say that you're like, I don't mean to impose, or I want you to know you're always welcome. That's all.
No, you feel bad, Joe, because we ended up having that big fucking fight where you were just like, well, what about when you came back to tape your DVD and you were staying there for a week? I didn't give you shit about that, did I? Then you felt bad about it. Now, every time I come to town, you have to extra tell me that it's okay for me to be there. You don't have to do that, Joe. I understand. It was a moment of anger, so for the love of God.
But you extra go the other way.
You've told me like 12 times since I've been here for the last 3 days, of which I've been in New York for a day and a half, that it's okay that I'm staying there.
You go the other way, though. You overly be nice about, like, I'm sorry to impose, buddy.
Hey, Joe, you know what? We need more bits. We need more bits on this show. That's what we need. That monologue bit is great. I want to try out this new bit. Here's a new bit, which is probably going to bomb because I didn't do the fucking research. Do you have that explain something that you take for granted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You do. So you're prepared.
Yes,
okay.
I'm prepared.
We're going to see.
Mine is...
Wait a minute. Well, let me set up the bit now that I blew it.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, you do it.
Just kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to? Okay. Basically, okay.
Bill.
We're trying to have more bits on this show, basically, so we don't start fucking meandering about fucking NACA gigs. Because we've noticed in the beginning, we come out strong, we bitch about shit, then we have a guest 9 times out of 10, or maybe more like 6 times out of 10, it goes well. Then we have the last hour where we sort of dick around a little bit too much, so we're trying to have bits. So we got that solid bit, Joe. That's a solid fucking bit there with the.
It's a great bit.
It's a great goddamn bit. Look at us patting ourselves on the back while on the air.
Patting ourselves on the cock.
We came up with this new bit, like just I don't know how this thing even came up. Just like all the stuff, all the gadgets, all the technology that you use during the course of the day. Nobody really knows how it works. So to expose our stupidity, we came up with something called Explain Something You Take for Granted. Explain how it works. And basically what we were supposed to do was pick two things and do some research on it.
Yes.
Which
I picked one.
Okay, what'd you pick? What do I have to explain?
No, I thought I had to explain why I took it for granted.
No, see?
All right, well, mine's the subway, but I know I learned things about it that I took.
So what you're supposed to do is say, Bill, you take the subway all the time. How does it work?
Bill, you take the subway all the time.
It's fucking over, dude.
How does it work?
This bit is just fucking crashed
No,
and
it
burned.
hasn't. No,
this
it
is
hasn't.
Chernobyl right now.
No, it hasn't. Bill, you take the subway all the time. How does it work?
What do you mean? How does the subway move? Well, there's a third rail. It has electricity in it. And I remember as a kid I had racetracks. And don't hold your hand up. Let me finish with my
But you're going the wrong way. You're not getting what I mean by how does it work. What does it really take to keep that thing working every day? That's what I mean.
You know what? It takes a bunch of hardworking blue-collar people who are the backbone of this country. The fuck are you asking me?
I'm saying...
You know what? Let me do the bit, okay? I'll do the bit so we can understand this. You know what? We're literally... You know what? This is like a reality show, radio show now. Like they're actually hearing the part. This is the shit that should have been on the phone as we fucking yell at each other as we try to figure out the bit. Joe, when you're in your apartment and it's too fucking hot, what do you turn on?
The air conditioning.
How does it work?
Easy.
Okay.
Freon fuels it. Keeps it cool. Freon. It heats up the Freon, and that creates a cold temperature inside of the device. And then a fan belt blows it out of the device into the apartment.
You know what? That wasn't too... You started like you were going to understand it. I forgot to bring the printout because I can't remember how it works. There's a compressor in there. There's Freon, and it basically... Somewhere in there it goes from a liquid to a gas back to a liquid again. They got a hot coil and a cool one, and there's some sort of vent that sucks out the hot air up top, and then the cool comes down. I don't know how it works.
Shit, I knew that hot coil thing because somebody...
No, you didn't.
I saw it on some...
You know what you did right there? You, to try to sound smart, you just talked really slow. That's what you did. You were like, there is Freon...
But I saw that hot coil thing on one of those Discovery shows once where they were, they did the whole thing. There's a hot coil. I know what you're thinking. Hot coil, it's an air conditioner. You know?
Wait a minute,
well, here's what the hot coil does. That was explained.
You know, I just remembered, to get over your breakup, you told me that you spent a bunch of money on gadgets, correct?
Yeah.
What'd you buy?
I bought an iPhone.
You bought an iPhone.
Well, scratch that. I bought a BlackBerry because I needed a new phone.
I heard the iPhone sucks. According to Kirill, our photographer here. Danny, can you turn on his mic?
Ask me a question and you barrel right over my answer.
Because I'm not interested in it, Joe. I'm more interested...
I'm telling you what I bought. Let me
Joe,
finish the story.
how does it make you feel when someone interrupts you?
I bought an iPhone is the point. I bought an iPhone, and I love it.
Okay,
very much.
Kirill, wait, let's introduce Kirill. Bring him on as a guest here. Kirill is actually our photographer here.
Yes.
And been taking shots the entire time of the show. You actually, basically what I'm trying to get here is, whenever you buy something new and you fucking love it and somebody else already has it and they tell you that it sucks.
Yes.
Well, that's what Kirill's going to do to you, and I'm going to enjoy it because you have a better phone than me right now.
What did you have before the iPhone? You said you bought
BlackBerry.
Yeah. All right. I had a BlackBerry, bought a Treo, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going
Treo?
to a Treo, whatever.
Treo, yeah.
I don't know what they're called.
You
had the iPhone.
You caught a cold, and then what happened?
Had an iPhone for like 3 days. It was like, this is the most amazing thing in the world. And then the worst reception ever. It's pretty much a fancy pager. The reason everyone's like, oh, the voicemail function's so amazing is because all you're doing is checking voicemails all day.
So the thing sucks,
Well,
is what
it's
you're telling me?
terrible.
So you're telling me Joe wasted his money?
I wasted my money.
That's
I'm gonna
awesome.
switch
great
back over to
reception.
Verizon.
Your guys'
Where?
phone sucks. You guys want to see a good
Everywhere.
phone?
It's full bars right now.
You guys want to see a good phone? This right here. This is the phone. This is the Verizon LG.
Yeah, Bill?
Yeah, look at that. Huh? It's got a nice LCD screen on it. Look at that. It's a
embarrassing.
Flip phone.
Hey, you used to have a fancy one.
I have you know what? I kept losing them. And then I get this little fucking chick phone, and What are you doing? You let me know there's 5 minutes left, or you wanted a high five? I thought you were
Christ,
excited about my
Bill.
phone.
Bill,
Danny
could
just
you-
sticks his hand out. I know what he's doing,
Could
Joe.
you take the curtain up any higher today?
I know, Joe. We were doing you know what? We were doing so well. This last
This was
fucking
a
10
good-
minutes.
it was good.
This last 10 minutes is, you know.
Buddy, it was good.
I think it's
Okay,
a cool
pal.
concept to have your music and your phone all
Look,
together.
here's
but
my
it
thing.
Sucks.
Here's my thing, and congratulations, Bill. This is my first conspiracy theory ever. The whole thing I loved about the iPhone was I wanted to downsize into one device. iPod, portable DVD, movie thing to watch, whatever, telephone, everything I need is on this fucking thing right now, okay? But what I also realized is this is the government's way of getting one device in my pocket that controls my entire life, and they will be able to shut me down or monitor me.
Yeah.
in
Well,
any
you have a choice
possible
not
way.
to buy it.
Well, yeah, I know, but they make you want it. How
No.
could you not want
Let me
it?
tell you something. The more and more people buy those things, you don't, because then you're just like, you know, you could ride a fucking horse into Manhattan. You can't do that if you started going across the bridge. Dude, so why were you giving me shit earlier when you were using your little swipey card there at the deli? And I'm like, that's great. That's great. Now they know where you're at. They know you're in the deli.
Well, what are you going to do? Never use a credit card, Bill?
Dude, that credit card that you're fucking using is going to be part of your phone soon, okay? And it's all going to be on one microchip, and eventually they're going to put it inside your body, and whenever you fuck up, they're going to turn that off, and you're going to become homeless. Zeitgeist, go look it up.
We can only hope We can only hope so. Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist. Zeitgeist.
Yes.
I threw a kid out of my house once because he was talking about that movie.
Oh, it's fucking. Well, that movie will make you want to jump out your window.
He was trying to tell me that, like, everything, it's all true, and, you know, he's like, you gotta watch it, man. 9/11 was all, you know, it was George Bush and everybody, and I literally kicked him out. Like, I've never kicked anybody out of my house before. I said, get the fuck out of my house. This is like my best friend. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. I was like, just get the fuck out of my house. Just get the fuck out. And he got his shit and he left.
Did you make up after?
Yeah, no, we made up like the next week or whatever. But like, dude, he was just fucking just pounding it into my head. Like, I had to watch this movie. Oh, dude, you'll never think about anything the same ever. I was like,
welcome to being friends with me. Welcome to being friends with Bill. That's every fucking conversation. Dad, I'm reading this thing, dude. They said that they're gonna do a thing with your mouse on your computer where they're gonna put it into your foot, and then they'll fucking know where you're. All right, Bill.
All right, everybody, we're running out of time on this one. We want to thank everybody for listening. We're going to try to do another fun-filled edition of Women Who Ruin Porn. And for those of you new to the show, this is, you ever been watching a porno, you're enjoying what the girl looks like, everything you're getting into it, and then the girl just makes such horrific noises, it causes your cock to implode.
So this is a clip I found. It's from Ultimate Summer Sin. Summer Sin's a porn star. You know, she's hot, dude. She's probably in her 30s, big tits, whatever.
It's kind of young for you, Joe.
Yeah. So she's got this scene where apparently one of her fans gets to fuck her. Her fan won a contest or something, right? So I'm like, all right, let me check it out. But the conversation that leads up to the sex, I mean, will just make you abort immediately. It's just horrible.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to Summer's Couch. Today is your favorite day, Members Appreciation Day.
Listen to her accent.
Today I've chosen one of my lucky viewers for the ultimate grand prize. Me, of course. Let's see who the lucky winner is.
Me, of course. You didn't fast forward through this?
Yeah.
This year, my lucky winner is Alex
from Boston.
Montana from New Jersey. Woo!
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
Good. How do you feel about winning my ultimate prize?
Well, I'm definitely excited. I mean, I jack off to you every single night.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Well, let's stop the jacking and start the fucking. But first,
Okay.
I want to ask, what is
Okay,
your
I've heard
favorite part
enough.
of my body?
Well, let me see.
Stop the jacking and start the fucking.
Here we go. Are you turned on? Why did you even watch that part?
I did masturbate to it after. It was hard, though.
She sounded like she was boss from
I don't know.
Boston.
I was like, because when she said this is like a winner, I was like, really? And I wanted to see if it was for real. And I don't think it was. I just was like, is this really a win? I don't think it was.
That sounded real.
The guy is such a bad actor, though. But when she goes, later she goes, what's your favorite part of my body? And he goes, let me guess, your tits? Like that. And it's like, you could tell it was like a written line that was given to him that he has no idea how to deliver it.
Joe, you watch bad porn.
I watch a lot of good porn, too, Bill. I cover the
whole spectrum?
Yeah. You know, if you're an enthusiast, you're going to run into some bad stuff once in a while.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're going to continue with the bad monologue.
Sure.
In upcoming episodes. Before we get out of here, I want to thank everybody for listening once again. And Joseph, you got any gigs coming up?
Well, by the time this airs, I'm going to be at Caroline's with you at the last weekend of May, right?
When is this going to air, Danny?
The 24th.
May 24th.
So,
and I'm there the 28th through June 1st.
Yeah, and then in June I'm doing the Great American Comedy Festival. So, I don't know, come out to one of those things, I hope.
Well, how about some information, Joe, for the listeners?
Well, we're doing the weekend at Caroline's at the end of May. Which is
I know,
on
but
50th and Broadway.
But I'm saying the Great American fucking Bake Off that you're performing at. How about telling people where they can figure out how to get there?
It's in, dude, I don't know where it is. I can't remember.
Okay, Joe DeRosa, everybody. All right, listen, I'm going to be at Zany's in Chicago the 15th through the 18th, and you can go to BillBurr.com. I'll be at Caroline's with Joe DeRosa, 28th through the 29th, and in June I'm going to be.
This is going to air after the 15th and the 18th.
Oh, that's right. All right. But at least I knew my fucking dates. At least I was giving them information.
That's why I didn't know I'm doing the best. All right, let's do this again.
No, let's not do it again.
All right, then fine.
Fuck you. All right. Be at Caroline's with Joe DeRosa. We already hyped that one. 28th through the June 1st. I'm going to be at the Punchline in Atlanta in June, and I'm also going to be at Good Nights Comedy Club in Raleigh, North Carolina. All those dates are up on BillBurr.com, BURR, or MySpace.com/ Bill Burr.
Over there.
And that's it. Thanks for listening.
This concludes Saturday Night.